All the stuff they got out there, and you chose them wedding mints.
Right
next to the ice machine, you can make a frappuccino.
I don't even know what that is. In that kitchen,
On the kitchen, right there on the counter. There's
Smoothie machine.
Zaps. There's Zaps. There's fruit bars. You can grab something you want to.
Absolutely nothing.
Put something in your belly.
All right.
They probably got some Soko for your Dr. Pepper.
They got probably.
I think I'll be all right.
They got decaf, regular kind, breakfast coffee. They got everything out there.
Everything.
Should have got me a bottle of water out there while you're playing though. Okay, gang, you ready to podcast? I feel like these settings are right. If you listen to this podcast and you got an issue with something, bear with us, okay? Like, good
Growing
Lord.
pains.
Everybody, like, oh my God, fam. You guys are using the XRR mics when you should be using the SMH X86 mics. Tell the studio to cop them. I'm like, yeah, right. Now, I may cop some new ones from some new ones in here just to do it, but, you know, I think the focus is just to stay in front of the microphone, all right? Dang, someone got a fresh cut, too?
Fresh cut.
All right, let's do this. You look a little different, too. Don't you lose some weight or something?
I'm trying.
Dang, must be nice.
I'm trying. Been doing cardio, even though it don't work.
That's an inside joke.
You almost killed him, man.
You right. Almost swallowed.
He almost died.
Almost swallowed this coffee hot. Pause, boiling. I'm supposed to sip on this. We appreciate everybody at Pivot Socks. Go to getpivot.com. Buy you some Pivot Socks. Like I said, every pair of socks you buy supports an episode of this podcast. Like I said, I appreciate the good people at Pivot giving us an opportunity to, you know, make a little something off their product. You know, like I said, I'm on my Pivot Socks right now. That's Get Pivot. That's GETPYVOT.com. On the screen, you can see the promo code. That's Sneak This Podcast. Get yourself some free shipping and a discount on every single purchase. Yo, Sneak This Podcast, episode 305. George, Greg, Semple, back in the building.
Hey.
Nothing simple? Look at that.
Actually, I got a pivot question.
Okay. Don't say nothing stupid.
How are their like their no-show socks? How are they? Are they good?
I don't have any no-shows yet.
You just have the
ankles.
high one?
I have ankles and
I was
high.
looking on the website today, and I was very curious about their no-show socks and how they fit.
I will tell you this. I have no idea. No-shows, I wear Vans, so I don't know. I bought no-shows from other companies. That little rubber that they put in the back of them socks, that stuff don't work. Not for me.
So you're going to tell us if you can't hear what we're saying, right?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll let you know if you're off the mic or not, but you good.
I'll pick up some pivot socks this week.
Go ahead.
Give you a full review on the no-shows.
Yes, let us know how the no-shows go. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share this podcast. Like I said, this is episode 305. If you're listening on, I appreciate everybody who bared with me with getting the video out last week. It took me about 4 days to get that video out. The editing was ridiculous on that. It will not be like that again. It will go back to the old format where you can see everybody on camera. Like I said, bear with us. The audio today, I hope it's better. It may be bad, just as bad as last week. I don't know. I hope not. Like I said, we're doing our best.
Well, you know you made it when the place that you record has a baby T-Rex head statue. I mean, that was...
We have everything.
Oh, I thought
probably
you were
about
say daycare.
$87 billion.
I mean, his place has it all, man. Like
This Summit coffee makes me feel like I'm drinking on top of Mount
Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
The other studio, I told somebody today, I'm at the other studio text today, like, yo, y'all not coming? I said, hey, man, I appreciate everything you guys did for us. You know, thank you very much.
I don't.
And that was it. And they didn't respond. They just canceled the appointment. So I said, oh, all right. So, but, you know, hey, they may be coming back like, oh, yo, we was tripping. Like, you know, you said some things, we said some things. Who knows? And you never know.
You never know.
We're doing Sneaker Hall of Flames. All right. We haven't done this in a while. I think we may have did it one time last year, but we haven't definitely done it this year. This is where, for those who are new listeners to the podcast and those who may have forgotten how we do this, this is where each of us in the room will come up with, 6, actually low-key any amount of sneakers you want to come up with. And between the three of us, we're going to choose 3 each, and we're going to put up 9 on our website, thesneakdis.com, to vote. So You'll be able to vote for 3 of your favorite out of the ones. And these are to us that are sneakers that are undeniable fire that belong in our version of the Hall of Fame. We call it the Hall of Flames. I didn't know Arizona had a fire department museum called the Hall of Flames, and they sent me a message a long time ago like, oh, I don't know if you could use that.
Cease and desist.
And I was like, oh, no, we just playing around our podcast, and they didn't say anything else. So this was like, no joke, probably year 2. This was the first time we did this. This was a long time ago. So like I said, we're going to come up with sneakers. You can go to the website right now, look on the Hall of Flames to see what's already in it. You know, there's some things that we had put automatically in there a long time ago, and then there's things that have been voted on down the line. But like I said, you'll get 3 today. We'll get 9 options. You get to vote for 3, and we'll talk about who makes it next week probably.
Or you can go to the Hall of Flames website and get yourself a Hall of Flames T-shirt.
Well, those don't exist. You can go to the fire department museum and get you a Hall of Flames T-shirt.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I'm sure they'd
Support
appreciate
local.
it. I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Support local.
I'm definitely sure they'd appreciate it. They probably need the money. I always get called by somebody from the fire department like, I want to donate.
We try to buy, like, when I was in New Jersey, the little fire department on the island right there was doing, like, a sale. We tried to buy some shirts. He was like, cash only. I was like, how do y'all don't got Venmo? If you're trying to actually fundraise, you need to take more than cash. I'm sorry.
If you asking for money, yo. Is my mic on? Oh.
How are we supposed to know? We ain't got no headphones.
I couldn't tell. If you asking for money, you got to take every single option possibly to take any cash, period.
This weekend was the most people ever trying to give me credit cards. I was like, fam, this is a card show.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
Hold on.
We take Zelle and Venmo. We don't take credit cards here.
Just complaining about the fire department. You ain't even got a credit. You ain't got a credit card, a Square.
Fam, I'm not trying to do a fundraiser.
Yeah, you ain't got no Square?
You got no Square?
I mean, it's a card show. Cash is king at card shows.
You are a Square.
People know that.
Oh, I mean.
You take PayPal?
Yeah.
Cash is king anywhere, but I mean.
Take every electronic payment except your actual credit card. I'm not a business. I'm
Apple
just
Pay?
me. My business picture is literally the cartoon picture of me.
do they say, like, we don't have any of those?
Who?
Like, vendors. Like, I mean, sorry, people that
Most
buy
people
cards.
only take cash.
Oh, really?
Because, I mean, you talking about baseball cards. Normally, for the most part, it's a bunch of old men that's been doing it like 50 years. You know what I mean? Them cats don't know nothing.
You said you made the most money ever, right?
It wasn't as good as my what should I say? My goal, I guess. But it was,
Your goal was 100,000.
Close enough. that probably was Hannah's goal.
100,000. If you made 100,000 on a car show, no joke, I'd go in there and buy everything. I was low key offended the other day. First of all, I think I forgot that Barnes and Noble sells cards, right? Mm-hmm. So this cat comes in there yesterday. I'm going to Barnes and Noble. I'm looking for like some stuff on sequel and some books, you know, so I could just kind of wrap my head around a few things. I saw a bunch of C++ books for you, and I'm in Barnes and Noble. As soon as I walk in, this lady goes, looking for the cards? Looking for the cards? And I go, what? And she goes, never mind, I'm sorry. I said, looking for the what? She said, oh, all the sports cards are right here. I'm like, no, that's not me.
All the young cats that are
You didn't buy any of them?
Are men
No.
like that.
I was going to go look at them, but after she profiled me like that as a card copper, I wasn't going to look.
You was offended.
No joke. I was going to go look for you because once I heard that kid ask, I was going to go
Which
look
store
for you.
was it? Which one did you
Barnes
go
and
to?
Noble's on Litchfield in Goodyear.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
still
I was-
Barnes and Nobles that exist?
That's what I said. But
What?
I
Y'all
thought they
go
were
to Barnes and
Well,
Nobles?
because like, no, I go there to see if they have cards because it's close to my chiropractor. But no, like, you know, what was it, 5-10 years ago? All them bookstores went out of business once Amazon started cracking.
Like Bookman's and once Kindles came out.
There was another one that was just like Barnes and Noble though. What was that one?
Was it Bookman's or
No,
Oldman's?
No.
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Well, what was the one at the Biltmore? Was it Biltmore Barnes and Nobles?
It was something else maybe. There was one by Metro Center too that was something else. It wasn't Barnes and Nobles, but they have a Barnes and Nobles across the street. It's not Bookman's?
Nah. No, it was something else. I can't remember the name of it. But all those like big book retailers like that, once Amazon started cracking off, like whatever it was, 5-10 years ago, they all went out of business. That's why I was surprised when somebody was like, "You can get cards at Barnes and Noble." I was like, "What?"
Like I was more,
This was 2 years ago.
and me and Rocio in the bookstore, and all the books that matter, they don't have big enough sections anymore. Like I'm talking like real life books. I'm in there looking for
like engineering. And stuff?
I'm looking for technology, computer code writing. They had one sequel book. I was like, you can't be serious. But the personal growth book section and self-help section, no joke, largest I've ever seen in my entire life.
I wouldn't be surprised if that
The fiction, gigantic.
like personal help, self-help stuff. People probably get rich off that stuff.
Fam, filthy.
Like too much rich.
Filthy rich. And me and Rocio have little debates and arguments about that because she's super into that. You know, I love my wife. Shout out to her. I love her to death.
You don't need a book to tell you what to do.
No,
if you really dedicated, you can organize yourself without reading a book.
Well, no, hold on. Now, a self-help book and things like that can help, but you only need one. Like, you read it, you apply it,
I don't believe in
and
stuff
you
like
good.
that.
See,
I don't believe in psychiatry. I don't believe in none of that.
No. See, I'm a psychology major. I believe in it, all right? You could use a few sessions.
You could.
All right?
We can start right now.
No, I don't need to go. The point what I'm making is I'm not talking about speaking to somebody. I don't need to go talk to a stranger who doesn't know me to fix myself. I can talk to you, Hannah, whoever.
Okay, but that's psychology.
No, that's
I
I'm
don't
talking
know.
about professional people making money off stuff.
Yo, we got a couple friends that we talk to a lot, and they ain't fixed nothing. So it might be.
What friends you talking about?
I think you can figure it out.
Look,
Well, I don't believe in it for myself. If somebody else wants to believe in it, they knock themselves out.
It starts with a P and ends with an ill.
yeah, but see, the thing.
That's a different story.
Now see,
That's a different
hold
story.
on. Now see, you what you described is psychology. Now you took it as just friend
No.
advice.
I'm talking about for myself.
Okay. Now I
don't believe in that stuff.
I believe in it in a sense of anybody who's gonna ask the right questions and do it a certain way. I have friends and people that I know that go do therapy, and I'm like, what? I'm like, first of all, I don't believe in going to people talking about your husband or wife if you ain't never been married or you ain't married. That's one. I don't believe in people talking about kids and stuff like that if you ain't got any or ain't planning on having any. I don't believe in talking to anybody younger than me when it comes to stuff like that. Because if you ain't got the same life experience than me, I'm not talking to no 31-year-old and I'm almost 40 and you sitting there trying to tell me about how to navigate my life. I ain't doing that. Now, self-help and seminars and stuff, go to it, listen to it, apply, you done. Because all of them going to say the same thing.
Damn. Yeah, they're all going to tell you stuff you already know, but you just don't do yourself.
I will say there's
Organize. Put all your things in piles and then buy a calendar book and do it. Like, ma'am, no.
No, I will say there's 3 books. I don't think they're really self-help books. I'll say there's 3 books I've read that, when applied correctly, have actually like changed my life for the better.
Yeah, but you're a wacko, so it makes
What's
sense.
that?
Art of War.
No, actually,
Can't
I have
nobody
read
read
that,
Art of
but
War.
I would say the
Too
4
long.
Agreements.
I think I read that.
Don't
one.
sit here and talk about accounting
Man's
stuff.
Search for Meaning.
Like, obviously, you needed accounting books.
It is. It's not an accounting book, you freak. The 4 Agreements.
The 4 Agreements.
You got to create my LLC.
Man's
for me.
Search for Meaning. And the latest one I read was called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
And you just drove up in a Corvette. This guy's
I'm not
crazy.
reading.
Yeah, it's for sale now after that book. If you want to buy a Corvette, hit me up.
Corvette. It said the monk who sold his Ferrari.
Every time I see him, he got a different car.
I just said the exact same thing. I said, when you get the Corvette, when he came to the studio the other time, like a few weeks ago, a month ago, he was driving a Honda Fit or something. I don't know what. I didn't even ask about it. I was like, well, ain't no telling what's Semple. And then today he drives with a Corvette. I think I see a Corvette every single time. He said, I've been had it. I'm like, okay. Then he'll post online driving in the old school. What is it?
The GMC? Oh, the Firebird?
The Firebird. I'm like, all right, this cat got him a 2-story, 3-story garage. You still live in the same spot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I drove by the other day and I was like, I wonder if Semple still live here.
Yeah, I'm like not even a quarter mile from here.
Damn, look at you. You said you come in once a month, you said, so.
I said, I'll come once a month. Let's book it.
Come once a
I'm
month.
in.
You always welcome. Pickups, Semple. Go through the list.
So last week I bought a pair of those. I sent them to you.
The denim
Hyper
ones?
Royals.
Oh, okay. You didn't have Hyper Royals?
I didn't.
How much you pay for them? A lot or a little?
They have that eBay code. I think I paid $230.
Oh.
Worn a couple times.
Are they like resale high like
I think
turbos?
like $350-ish.
Oh, okay.
So I think I paid or maybe it was like $225 after shipping and fees. It wasn't bad.
Why'd you say these are fire regardless of what George said?
Because
George
he said
it
they
was
suck.
what?
Oh,
What?
Because we were at the bar when I was buying them. He's like, why would you
just-
get those? He's like, those suck.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Listen, we were at the bar. Semple was doing this, what he always does when he looks all these shoes up while you sit next to him and shows you go like
do that all the
this.
time.
Like, I just was like, those suck. I say it for every shoe. He knows what I do.
He can't help himself.
It's still not my favorite shoe, but they don't suck. Clearly, it's a Jordan 1.
So I bought those.
He just said those denim Jordan 1s. I mean, you said top 3 denim shoe ever. I don't know about that.
It's
but
a top 3 denim
But for a
shoe. What
women's
denim
shoe,
shoe?
but for a women's shoe, Jordan 1 block like that is fire.
that denim one, I think it's only a women exclusive, has like the little gold piece on the toe
It's
box
hard
or
to have
something
a
like that.
bad. I was gonna say like small footers can't ruin a denim shoe, but I didn't know if her shoe size is big or small, so that's why I didn't say that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, shout out to Erica, man. That's the homie, man. She tagged us on Twitter asking
Does
what
she
we thought
live in
about
England?
Her.
Why do I get the sense that she's English?
She's a trendsetter. I have no idea. One day you blink and go on Twitter, she's in
I could have sworn I
Paris.
seen something from Twitter where she was like in
next-
England or was speaking with like words that we don't
Fam.
use.
No joke.
English slang.
No joke. You'll go on social media, close your eyes, she in Paris. Look, she's at the Wimbledon. Next, she's at the U.S. Open. Next, I'm like, what? She's the one that sent me Super Bowl information before tickets were even available.
Oh, maybe she works with somebody inside or something.
Hey, man, whatever she do, God bless, all right? My wife, is a super duper businesswoman too, so whatever she does, I appreciate it. But shout out to Erica, man. What else you cop, Semple?
Those casinos, the second one, the teal ones, teal and gray ones.
You had the orange ones
Air
already?
Max one.
I bought the orange ones a few months ago.
Fire.
And I can't believe that pack is basically retail.
I can.
I
can't and I can.
Oh, I picked up those Sakai Forrest Gumps.
Oh, you got them?
Yeah.
Have you seen them yet? You saw them in person? You don't like
I
them?
have them.
You like them? Oh, no.
I just wasn't expecting them to be nylon. I thought they were going to be leather.
Wait a minute.
They're
The
nylon.
shoe is nylon?
They're nylon. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So it's like
you said that.
it's a lot different than I thought. I should have brought them.
Because I saw a pair for $235 and I was like, all right, I'll just pay the $235 because retail on was what, $180?
They sat forever at Undefeated. They might still be there.
Man, what?
Yeah.
No, why didn't you say something?
I didn't know you wanted them.
Fam,
what
I
shoe
buy
is
all
this?
Cortezes.
Oh,
Did you already buy them?
No.
They might still be at Undefeated, honestly.
Fam.
When did they come out? Last Thursday?
Something like that. I'm going to give them a ring.
They might still be there. They probably are still there. I feel like I got something else.
Shoot, I might call
What else
them
I
right
send
now.
in the What else did I send in the group chat?
You sent,
said a ring.
I don't know.
Oh, and then I bought a pair of those. Tom Sachs off of
What, the yellow
StockX,
ones?
yeah.
Or the first color?
I bought the first color like 2 weeks ago.
Did you send a picture of the yellow ones too? I feel like you sent a picture of those. Oh, okay. You don't got them
I
yet?
sent the sneaker screenshot.
You got them yet?
No, not yet.
They don't.
Oh.
Yeah, they moved it to the 29th of September.
But they're on StockX for I think I paid $220.
Oh
That's
yeah, because all
impossible.
the actual businesses already did their release.
Wait a minute. They're only $220?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. You asking the wrong person.
Oh, I don't know. I'm about to
It'll
call.
probably come down even lower than that.
Hold on. Let me call Undefeated real quick. See what these cats talking about. Let me see.
You're telling you're live on the show, fam.
I don't even know if you can hear this.
Undefeated?
Yeah, I had a question. Do you guys have any of those Sakai Cortezes left?
Nah, I just sold the last one. It was a 7.5.
Ah, dang it. Oh, that sounds good.
All right, sure.
I appreciate it. 7.5. I don't even know why I said I don't fit no 7.5. What else you cop, Simple? That's it? That's it recently?
I think so.
George, you cop anything?
I don't think so. Outside of whatever you got right there, do you got something that I got?
Nope. None of these you got.
I don't think so.
How you
My life
passed?
was an actual blur this weekend. I know nothing.
I mean, that's not. It's supposed to be my life was a movie this weekend.
No,
If
that's
you-
first of all saying that is corny.
no celebrities at the
Especially
car
if
show.
you're 42 years old. Oh yeah, Luis Gonzalez came up and chopped it up for a little bit at the booth.
Dang, you get his number yet?
Nah.
Lame. Why
He
you
has
gotta
to
get
be
his
took.
number?
I mean, what do you want from me? Huh?
You should get one of them. You got one of them, Simple?
What?
I feel like you told me about it. It's called a dot card, and it's like a card that you put all your social media, everything on it,
Oh.
and people walk up, you just touch the back of their
I
phone.
mean, I got a
and
sign up there that says like, "Here's
you.
my Instagram. Here's my eBay store." Like,
I'm talking about a card that you tap their phone and it opens up immediately on the screen, all your IG, all your everything.
I don't know
That's
about-
fire.
I don't know
you
about
don't,
that.
You don't got that? Oh, see, I thought you were the one that told me about that. See, that's what you need. You a card business entrepreneur now?
not till he starts my LLC up for me.
Hey, you want me to Simple? Or you seen these?
I need to do it so you can do my taxes for me, you freak. Before when's the extension due? October, middle of October.
What are you talking about?
Man,
You're late.
No, I'm not.
That's real.
I filed an extension. You weirdo.
Those are nice.
Shout out to Cuz. Yeah, I mean, they're
I like the color.
it's
It's
like grape.
Oh, it has the bin.
I like that. Which does any of the other
Wait, did you
PSGs have that?
No.
did you update the thing from last time?
What you talking about?
What got in last time?
Shoot, stealth ones, them grays.
Now, would
No.
you say these are like a tan or are they a gray?
I don't know. It's like, is that dress blue or gold? I don't know.
What is this?
Fire
That's
red.
the Fire Red 3s.
Oh.
I like those, but I feel like they're a little bit tame for PSG.
These?
Yeah, I feel like, PSG got, some pink jerseys and stuff. Like, they got to kind of ramp these joints up. The last Paris 5 was basically a metallic
Should have
5.
worn these today.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but I really didn't work today, even though I went to work today and worked, even though I was supposed to. But the Fire Reds are beautiful.
I mean, this ain't a JTH, but it's nice.
Okay. Yes. George doesn't even know who that is.
Talking about Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake / Hatfield.
Oh, my God. Yes.
I didn't realize this was gray. The lower part of the tongue.
Do you have any Fire Red 3s?
You accusing me of not knowing some sneaker stuff is funny. Though we on a sneaker podcast.
Look, there's a lot of things that we don't know in this podcast.
Dang, somebody already wore it. The R's ripped off.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Dang, them joints ain't authentic.
No, they're not.
I only own 2 3s, that and chlorophylls now. That's all I got.
Black cements?
I've owned every single 3 in history. Yeah, I have black cements. Then I let Oscar go ahead and take them off my hands. I'm like, all right, go ahead and wear, because I wasn't wearing them at all. And God knows where those are. So, but I think you had got me the black cements, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. From
Phil.
Uncle Phil.
From does he still work there?
Yeah.
That place is still open?
Barely.
Yo, it may be time for him to retire, though.
I think he's thinking about it. Hanging on by
Thinking
a thread
about
over
it,
there.
fam. He's about
Retired,
81.
man. I thought he was gone 10 years ago.
Well, I'm imagining he already retired somewhere else, right?
I don't think so.
Because he can't be a lifer at Foot Locker.
No, he's a lifer.
Because I'm like,
He's been there for like 40 years.
Because to me, that's a perfect spot for you. If you retire somewhere else and then you go to Foot Locker, that's perfect.
No, I think he's worked there for like 35 years or 40 years.
Especially if you one of us.
These
we're
are fire.
weirdos.
If you like 3s, buy these.
I think he's worked there since the late 80s, honestly.
Good Lord. Hope he's the manager.
Let me see those.
Yeah.
Let me see those
And
French
owner.
citizens.
And stockholder.
If you're a French
CEO.
citizen and you like Jordans, you have to cop those. It's a
You
unless
do.
unless you're
Shout
a
out to him, man. The homie surprised me with those. I'm not gonna say.
Unless you're a
nothing
Monaco
but that.
fan.
I do like the grass in the box. Okay.
No, it's a cool ball.
The,
It's a great shoe. I mean,
yeah, it's fine. You or any of the low 5s you got, Semple?
you got bins now.
I don't have any low 5s anymore. I got
None
rid
of
of them all.
them? Oh.
They were all worth too much to keep on StockX, so I sent them.
Dang,
That's all.
your first
You must
pair
have
of
sold them at
bins,
that.
fam.
But like back when I got all my 5s, I had
I
that.
had bins before.
Back when I had all those low 5s, I had
Yeah,
that swoosh
right.
connects. I got them all for like 40% off, so I paid like whatever,
You didn't have no bins.
$90 for them.
I thought I had a bin.
You got a bin hat those t-shirts.
You definitely had that. And a couple
That's
hats.
funny. That was and a couple hats.
And a couple hats.
And a couple hats. That's funny. A couple bin had those t-shirts.
Trademark patent.
BIN had those t-shirts.
I don't think you updated this thing since last whatever.
I did. That was it. We had lottery dunks. We had stealth ones, the gray. I had a Fire Red 3. You had the I had the PSG
I'm
5.
talking about on the website. I don't see none of that stuff.
Wait, what are you talking about?
All the flames.
Oh no, it's updated. It's up to date. I even went back and listened to them to double check and see what was in the final thing.
That's impossible. I don't see it on here.
What you looking for?
Well, stuff that I can pick from my list.
Well, you may have it on the list. We may all have it on our Hall of Flames list. That's a flame sound.
Patented.
That's what fire sounds like. George patent it.
Backdraft.
So we're gonna talk about your homeboy.
Backdraft.
Yo, when homeboy opened that door and backdraft,
He was like,
he
"Oh,
was-
do it."
I was like, I remember I was young watching that. Like, yo, fire be doing all that. Homeboy opened that door, was like,
Yeah, that
Russell and them
You
was
never
like-
went to Universal Studios when they had
Yeah,
the
backdraft
backdraft
show?
ride. It wasn't really a ride, but
yeah, of course I did. Went to
Experience.
that. Jaws, the original Batman was there.
What do they have
Fire.
now? What's like
yeah, but I mean,
Harry
backdraft
Potter,
wasn't
isn't it?
part of the thing.
that's what the live show is now?
I haven't been to Universal Studios, no joke, since Jaws.
Nah, they had. I think they have. Well, they had like Waterworld for a while, but now I think it's
Waterworld,
like
huh?
James Bond or something.
When I was a kid.
Or no, Fast and the Furious. It's
Oh.
Fast and the Furious. The
boat?
like the stage
boat?
the stage play thing or whatever.
It's
I
boat?
guess.
When I was little, it was Miami Vice. That's when it was lit.
Yeah, that was fire.
Oh, that was
That's when
fire.
They played the music too.
That was fire.
That was when it was lit.
Yo, when the last time y'all been to Universal Studios?
I went in 2019. We did a family trip.
Who knows?
And you can't remember what was there?
I mean, I remember like the Harry Potter. I just don't remember what the live show was. I think the live show was Waterworld Wasn't Fast and Furious.
The
Still?
other one, the only one I didn't
Yeah.
like was when they take you on that bridge and they make you feel like you about to fall. I
That's
don't
fire.
Like that.
Earthquake?
I don't like that.
Oh, on the tram tour?
Earthquake is when you go inside that thing.
Earthquake was when you're in the
Tram tour.
substation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then King Kong, you're on something else. Remember King Kong
Yeah,
ride?
well, I'm
Versus,
not talking about that. I'm talking about
King
like
Kong
the
versus-
Suicide Bridge.
No.
Jurassic
I don't
Park,
like that
whatever?
Suicide
No,
Bridge.
it was King Kong by himself.
It
He was like, ah!
You
and
go
all this
inside. You go
fire.
inside the set.
The tunnel.
It was freaking scary in that joint. I was terrified. And then Jaws one, when you crossing that little water, and then he comes sneaking up and to the side. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Everybody listen to this podcast, they don't know nothing about that. I was watching
Damn.
Jaws on AMC the other day. Fam, when that fisherman Jaws won, when the fisherman like Jaws had already bit the back of the boat off, so the boat's like this, and that fisherman was at the top like rah, and he fell down in Jaws' mouth. Jaws bit him in half, and he spit that blood up. He was like,
We should do a live show from Universal Studios.
yes. we can't afford that now. We barely getting this place up and running. Shout out to them, though, man. I appreciate it. George, what come out this
Are you
week,
talking
fam?
about like the original Jaws?
I'm talking about the original OG Jaws.
Damn, you could at least say the actors' names. It'll show some respect.
I don't know them actors' names. I know nobody's names
Rest
in
in
movies.
peace.
They all died?
Bro, I mean,
Well, it's got to be, what, 77?
Nah, what's the name? It was Roy Scheider and who was the other one? He didn't
Rob
die.
Schneider?
Roy Scheider was the one that was like went to the Jaws 2, Jaws 3, whatever.
John Wayne.
The one who died is the same one that used to do that movie with Emilio Estevez where they were cops and it was Stakeout.
Clint Eastwood.
All right.
I don't know what you talking about. Emilio Estevez was a cop? Turner and Hooch?
Damn, do y'all know anything about movies?
Tombstone?
No.
He's saying funny stuff on purpose, but you might actually.
I
be
really
serious.
have no idea. I
What's
don't
the-
remember Emilio Estevez ever being a cop.
Yeah, he was the undercover, and they were like, the show. The movie was called Stakeout and Stakeout 2, and they would be across the street looking through like
Martin Lawrence.
looking through them bifocals, spying on that house.
Emilio Estevez might be whack.
Nah,
He was only fire in Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
nah.
That's
Oh,
it.
there was a.
Men at Work,
Okay.
What was the
Stakeout. Both Stakeouts were fire. I just can't remember the
what
name
was
of homeboy.
the Western movie that Emilio
Disrespect
Estevez was
too.
in?
Oh, Young Guns.
Young Guns. That
Oh,
movie was
Young Guns.
fire.
Yeah, Young Guns too.
Young Guns was fire.
William H. Bonney.
Yo, Emilio Estevez loves sequels. Stakeout 1, Stakeout 2, Mighty Ducks 1,
Right.
Mighty Ducks 2, Young Guns 1, Young Guns 2. Young Guns was on Rockefeller Records too. I used to love that song.
You mean Death Row?
Oh, did y'all ever see? Y'all saw Jaws 3D, right?
I don't think.
When it was at the water park, where they were building the water park on the islands, and the shark, he like coming out your TV like this.
I don't remember.
You gotta watch that one.
Is that the one that's at SeaWorld?
Yeah, it's like a SeaWorld type place, but then Jaws broke into SeaWorld and ate up there all the fish and started
Maybe
trying to
I
kill
did see
people.
it.
He was wilding. What come out this week, George?
Absolutely nothing. Zion 2 graffiti. A shoe called a Women's Spark. I don't know. It's not too bad looking.
A women's spark. Oh, I saw that.
It's not too bad looking.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, I saw that. It's okay.
And there's 2 colorways.
If I was a woman, I'd cop.
Don't those green dunks come out this week?
Let's find
What,
out.
the lotteries?
Photon
Lucky Green?
Dust Penny Ones.
Lucky green dunks.
We already have them.
Well, oh.
Ben had those.
Photon Dust Penny Ones.
Hold on, Simple. You cop any pennies? Did you want to cop any pennies? Good for you, Simple. Look, I got, shout out to my homie Chris. That's
Want
family.
to? Yes. Needed to? No.
Yeah, you
Like,
know
I couldn't
what?
bring myself to.
It's something
I wanted the white
about-
ones.
It's something about having them which is just the nostalgia aspect
Yeah.
of it, which Chris explained to me. I tried completely, yes, I get it. But I just couldn't get myself to buy those. Like,
Not for 180 or whatever they were.
No, I find them joints at the outlet for like 110 or something in the shopping cart. I don't even know.
At. September 9th. That's this week, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's the medium olives. That's what I was thinking of.
Mm.
Medium olive women's.
Dang, he didn't even let me get to it. You do the list now.
Jump the gun.
Bro, that's all you doing is reading off this?
He thought you knew off top.
Bro, I thought, bro,
He thought you knew off
I
top
thought
of
there
the
was
head.
skill in this, bro. I thought you planned this and
Well, I got a pocket full
memorized
of
it. Thought you had a script.
pens. He got a.
All you do is pull it up and scroll through. You didn't even get Adidas, New Balance,
That's funny.
Damn, what's good? You good?
Fila.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you something that never makes. That's
Solomon's?
never on there.
This
is
is like a
Felix.
Hollywood show secret he letting out right now. This
Solomon?
Real,
He
this
letting
behind
show
the
secrets
scenes,
out.
huh?
Hokas.
I'm gonna put together footage of a documentary.
Any Hokas coming through? Coming out this week?
You need some, probably.
I do need some for my cardio.
I know Simple got hokas.
I'm gonna buy some.
Oh, you not.
All white people have hokas, I think.
Oh, it's contractual
don't think you get-
obligation for you to have them.
Yes, for Anglo-Saxons. Everybody got hookers.
Make it sound like it's the Middle Ages. Anglo-Saxons.
I just love saying Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah, you salute the king.
Oh,
Yeah,
this?
that's a.
Hey, are we allowed to use this?
What?
Say it. Why does mine
Your
say
boy Phil might be angry. I don't know.
it?
What is it?
Look at the side of the company that makes the arms.
What? Hell?
No, that's not exactly how you pronounce it.
Heel? Oh, Heil?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
whoops.
Whoops. I mean, doesn't that just mean salute in German or no? Am I
I
wrong?
don't know.
I did salute. I was like,
Yeah.
but I did like this.
Oh, you better watch which one.
But I did like that. I did
Saw
like
your
the meme.
elbro go up. You better be careful.
The meme. I'll be the
Bro,
meme.
you gotta
like
block
this.
that out in the editing.
That's the greatest meme of all time. I mean, greatest emoji of all time. Period.
If you try to do
It's
the
a top 10
if you
emoji.
do the emoji, you have to cover your face like this.
That's what we doing one time too. I think somebody had said that. I don't know who it was. Said do top 10 emojis. That's a fire idea.
It shouldn't be number one overall, but it's just so
It should be
funny
number
every
one.
time you see it. that
I
it
just
has
don't
to be.
understand like why they couldn't give the salute emoji a full face. I mean, I guess it wouldn't make sense where his can came in. I tried to create a full face out of him, but he was like this. I edited the computer. I tried to put them together.
Yes, you flipped it.
I did. I flipped it horizontal, tried to stick it to the other side, but he had two hands like this. I was like, all right, I can't do this. True story.
So the medium olive dunks are probably the dunk of the year for me. At least, I mean, thus far.
Smoking. Dunk
What
of the
these?
year.
What is?
Huh? Them olive dunks? You think dunk of the year?
What else? What would beat it?
I mean, those are better than those.
I don't even know when those
Oh,
came
well, that's
out.
an
Number
SB.
one.
That's an SB. I think that came out last year, didn't it?
No, it
no,
came
this
out
year.
like,
St. Patrick's
I
Day.
have no idea when those
Like
came
April,
out.
May, something
Yeah.
like that.
It's impossible to get
June?
SBs.
No. You need to go back to the dunk list before you jump out the window with that.
That's not jumping out the window. It's an olive dunk.
No.
I mean, it's not. It's fire. It's not wax.
No.
And then the shoe of the week is probably those fire red threes, but that's all that comes out.
That's it?
Those come out Saturday?
Yep.
Are you sure? Because I feel like I saw a lot.
Every time I read stuff you think is whack, you don't want me to read it. So
I mean, what's whack?
I talked about that new women's model. I think is kind of fire.
Sparks?
You
yeah,
actually
fire?
agreed for once.
Yeah, that was cool.
Okay. Then I said Penny 1.
Okay.
Then I said Zion 2 graffiti. There's a women's mid dunk or mid Jordan 1 coming out. You won't care.
Nah.
And that's it.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Look for a mid Jordan 1. It's a light blue one. No joke. Hands down, worst sneaker of the year. Period. Maybe a top 10 all time.
Game winner?
Fam, that joint is on a GS. And the game winner they're
Yeah, but
talking
why-
about.
But why would I talk about that?
Hold on. The game winner that they're talking about is when he made the shot with North Carolina with Dean Smith on the
It
bench.
looks like a custom.
Why on earth?
I was about to say man's name, but I'm not going to say it.
Why on
What's
earth?
the one he dropped the case?
Oh, British Customs. Shout out to him, man.
BK Customs?
I felt so bad when I dropped that case. That joint hit the ground so hard, broke in half, sneaker fell out of it. I'm like, oops.
I think I was out of town for that episode.
You were. That joint was holding an air up tempo, Pippin in it.
There are 2 episodes that I was so glad I missed, and that was one of them.
What was the other one? You don't
6'10" in heels.
Oh, wow.
I like her. She cool. That's the homie.
No comment.
Actually, I have no idea. I don't know where she's at. She was doing a radio host.
StockX has
A
sold
radio show at first.
1,400 Tom saxophones in the last 3 days. You better cop.
What the price going for a 9.5? What size you buy, Semple?
9.5. They're like 2. I think I got them for like 204.
Do you have the original color?
The gray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought them off of somebody on. I bought a 9 though.
How they fit?
I could wear the 9. I prefer 9.5 though.
Oh,
but I got them off Grailed. Some dude wanted like, what did I pay? Like, I think like 2.
How does
Maybe
Grail
like
work?
275.
Them joints are expensive in my size.
Look at my size.
Yeah, no,
Grail's like eBay.
What he said? What he say? 210? They're 210.
210 for the yellows?
Yeah,
I mean, plus fees and whatever else, but yeah.
it's like 230. I think mine were like 225 or
You
something.
could ask who's Marky or an employee of StockX to buy them for you, and then it wouldn't be no fees or nothing.
Yeah, but that Jordan that got the game winning on a GS sneaker, it makes no sense. Why would a kid today wear a sneaker that Jordan hit the game winner in what, 1980? What is that? It makes no sense. Like
What
the kids today don't even know Jordan played basketball, let alone played basketball for North Carolina. That Jordan sneaker has Dean Smith on it.
Well, Dean Smith like 4 times.
Let
Like
alone-
4, unless it's supposed to be his assistant coach.
Wore
There's
Converses.
4 images.
Yeah, and he was wearing Converse. He wasn't even wearing Jordans then. Crazy sneaker. What else? That's it? Nothing else? Kanye West, your homeboy. All right. He's wilding out.
I might be.
Uh-oh. We got a change of opinion here. Let me look.
I might be moving off the Kanye train.
Oh.
The Kanye train or Yeezy sneakers train? Just him?
Uh-oh.
I haven't had Yeezy sneakers, and I haven't bought a pair of Yeezy sneakers in so long.
Uh-oh.
I honestly couldn't tell you
SpaghettiOs.
the last Yeezy I bought.
I mean, once I got rid of all of them, I tried a few times for wave runners and stuff. Once I was like, all right, I don't even care anymore.
Oh, I bought Yeezy slides like in November.
Okay.
That was the last thing I bought. I mean, I still love like my wave runners.
You mean like you haven't tried for Yeezys?
I haven't
or you
tried for
just? Oh, okay.
I don't even think about it.
I don't even bother with.
Besides my
trying.
wave runner and what's the brown one, the mauve one? Those are the only two. Those are probably the only 2 Adidas shoes. Period. I wear the OG wave runner and the mauve 700.
So what you think about Kanye? For to give everybody context, obviously he's on a rant again and nonsense with Adidas and whatnot.
I think that even though as much as George hates therapy, that Kanye could use some. Because I really think it would
I
help.
hate therapy for me.
Because I think it would help him.
Um,
Kanye West, I mean, he's had
What did he
kind of a
post?
rough
That
year.
Kim be having diarrhea and stuff?
He's had kind of a rough year.
huh?
He's had kind of a rough year.
Come on, fam. What are you talking about,
Bro, wife leaves, hooks up with
Stop.
Pete Davidson.
I thought that happened
Stop.
last year.
Stop. Don't even do that, Simple. Don't do that.
I thought that happened last year, and then he said Skeet died this
COVID,
year.
like COVID affected everybody differently. You know, like
No, look,
I mean, let's give him a break.
Let
bro.
me explain something about Kanye, okay? And we talked about on this podcast before. First of all, I said I'd never talk about Kanye again. I didn't care what he said on here because he just kept ranting every single week about Adidas or something crazy. Kanye West is a serial relationship killer. I just don't understand. And this goes from personal, because it's in the public eye, with his wife, when it comes to Cudi, when it comes to Big Sean, other people in
Jay-Z.
rap. Yeah, Jay-Z. When it comes to Adidas, when it comes to Nike, it's just a constant thing for him. I don't understand. Now, we all talk about making money and want more money and things like that. I don't understand. He's reached the pinnacle of everything. You're a billionaire.
Fame,
You're one of the
money,
biggest
fortune.
influencers of all time. You're a legend in music. You've birthed a lot of other artists. You are everything that a lot of people aspire to be, but yet you just can't stop. Like, I don't understand the point of it. Now, to me, this can't all be about that IDQ foam. What's that joint called? IDQ foam, right? I don't understand his gripe because don't nobody want that sneaker. Like, nobody is looking at this like, yo, I need
Well, there was a
these.
slide that you guys bought. Then there was that sneaker.
Man, come on, man. The slide is $55. Yes. Does it resemble a Yeezy slide? Fine. But don't nobody want that Adi foam.
Nobody
Q
should
thing.
have psychological issues because a brand came out with a shoe that was based on your shoe.
I
mean,
just don't
come
get it.
on, bro.
Like, the fact that, now I'm not going to sit here and stand for big business, and I ain't going to sit here and stand for him, but he became a billionaire based off this Adidas deal, right? Like, this is when it all, he's a billionaire.
I
What?
have no idea.
I think that's when it tipped the point. His Adidas deal was the billionaire aspect of it, because he don't do music like he does music anymore.
Well, if you do, they make more money unless, well, if you're a producer and you have rights like in a company.
Yeah, I
he'll-
mean,
he'll make a lot off that. But does he tour anymore? Because they make more money on touring than they do on album sales.
he was doing what, Sunday service and things like that. I don't know, Watch the Throne at one point. Look, I look at him and I say to myself, what more could you possibly want in life? I don't understand it. Like, you're an influencer without even wearing the stuff. He doesn't wear Yeezys, but everyone still buys it all. He's running around talking about he didn't approve these colorways. Who cares? You don't even wear them. What does it matter? Like, I didn't approve for this colorway to sell out. Who cares? Like, the stuff literally sells out. You've ruined your marriage. Now, contrary to what anybody may believe about Kim Kardashian, I have never viewed Kim Kardashian as disingenuine person or anything like that. I just never really thought much about it. I mean, you ruined that. You got arguably.
She got to be some kind of a weirdo though, because none of her relationships last.
Yeah, she might be a serial relationship ruiner as well.
Well, now
she got to be some kind of wacko.
Well,
like,
now,
I'm not
hold
saying
on.
like
we're
she's
talking,
not a serial killer.
We're talking about 2-3 different versions of Kim Kardashian. Younger.
Killer.
We're talking about.
Saying,
we're talking about younger Kim Kardashian, older Kim Kardashian. Her rise to fame and where she's at now. She's leveled out. She's just one of the most famous of all time.
She's coasting.
She's not going up anymore. Now, we're talking about, I'm never going to get into relationships. That's TMZ type stuff. But I'm saying once you've achieved a level like a Kanye West and you could get a woman like Kim Kardashian, regardless of what you may think about her, but she's one of, and probably considered one of the most beautiful women of our generation, most popular at the very least, by those, some, maybe many, not others. I don't know if I said that right. But you got her to have, what, 3 kids with you?
4?
4? Like
Northeast, Southwest.
I was about to say, don't ask me. I have no idea.
You got 2, 3, 4 kids out of arguably one of the most famous, arguably one of the most beautiful women in the world, and you still find yourself a reason to ruin that. I don't get it. You find yourself in Montana or Wyoming. I don't get it. Like, and you're a billionaire. We're not talking about a starving artist who prides himself on like he painted this and a big brand came and stole it and they make millions and he's still in the gutter. He's like standing over here with his billions, mad at Adidas taking his design. Who cares about that design? You are filthy rich. You can do
got that hot tub.
anything you want. You say yes. That's what she wanted down. I mean, he's on there, and we talked about this before. If you really wanted Kim Kardashian back, he could get her back if he got himself together and figured himself
them two
out.
Probably deserve each other. They're both wackos. Huh?
He's on Twitter tweeting that she got diarrhea and stuff all the time. Fam, what is up, fam? Come on, man. Come on, man. The Adidas stuff, it is what it is. You ruin your Nike relationship.
But maybe he's just concerned. Like maybe he's like looking for medical professional opinions about it. You know?
Yes, he went to IG for it.
On Twitter.
Maybe he thought he was on, what's that, WebMD, and it was an accident.
Yes. He give artists a bad name and a bad reputation, though. I'm sorry. He just does. Like,
I mean,
I can't take him serious
Kid
anymore.
Cudi's a wacko, too, though.
Look,
they all are.
They're weird people, but Kid Cudi ain't out here acting like that. There's a difference, and it's something.
Well, he's not as famous, but yeah.
Yeah, he's not as famous as Kanye West, but it's just like
nobody's sitting there like this right here, like, oh my God, what's Kid Cudi gonna say today? People are doing that with Kanye. They can't wait till he tweets.
People have. I'm confident it's over millions and millions of people, a million people who have notifications on.
Yes.
For when his tweets and IG stuff comes out. That stuff that I'm talking about, Kim Kardashian got diarrhea. He put that on IG. You have to make that. Like, IG's a picture site. He had to make that.
Yeah, you talking about the image? Well, I thought it was. Oh, I didn't know it was part of the story or what. But you got to make the picture.
You got to make that. He has to type that out. Look, man.
All you got to do is get a picture of that spout with that like fudge ice cream coming out or whatever. Oh, there you go.
Shout out to the homie, the sneaker lawyer. He came on the podcast before. I seen he did a article and stuff on Soul Retriever. They kind of went through it, and he was basically pretty much saying that. Unless, he said Kanye has a really good legal team, unless there's something ridiculous, crazy, he has no basis to demand a lot of the stuff.
For Adidas stuff?
Yeah, he has no real basis
because
to
it doesn't look like it.
Well, because he signed a contract.
And I didn't know.
No, hold on a second. Like, just think about the Nike stuff with all these clowns. The Nike stuff, literally, people are taking like a piece of a Dunk or a Jordan or whatever that's the exact piece and making a new shoe. That a shoe Adidas made is not taking no pieces of anything Kanye made and making a new shoe. It's a brand new entire design.
Are you talking about the most creative designer of our generation?
Which
is
his
lawsuit with Nike?
Who is who?
John Geiger.
All right.
First of all, that ended. All right. They settled.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Well, he told you?
Yeah. So he's more
right.
talented than Tinker Hatfield? Or Hiroshi, or
yes, he created a
where are we going with this? You got that hat on right there. He more talented than him?
Not even close. Look, you know, and I'll tell you something.
Obviously,
John Geiger, and he doesn't have.
He don't even exist no more. What does he do?
He really doesn't exist anymore.
He
still makes stuff.
John Geiger don't exist.
He's not.
John Geiger's on private planes.
He's not in a spotlight. He's not in the spotlight like he was for that small period of time. But I will tell you this. I do applaud.
Honestly, if he's still doing rich people stuff, that's how rich people still should do stuff, in the shadows. That's how
he
you
does.
should do it.
And so you know what? That's a good point because I went and looked at it. I was like, you know what? Let me just go look to see. He still makes stuff, still makes shorts, still drops stuff, and people still buy that stuff. That's how it should be.
I don't even know what Eric Emanuel looks like, bro.
I have no idea. And I talked to him through actual.
I don't even know what he looks like.
I have no idea what he looks like whatsoever.
That's how it should be.
I'm assuming he's black, right?
Eric Emanuel?
Is he Mexican?
White.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
He's white?
I have no idea.
Eric
So-
Emanuel's white?
So is Warren Lotus.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're making skull shirts, black guy. Flaming
Zombies.
skull shirts.
Look, man. I will say this. I will say this about Geiger. I do appreciate him riding out that Nike.
Oh,
thing.
yeah, Greg had your boy's back, though. Lotus is back. This
I
yesterday.
did have his back. Because it's
You should be
factual
happy about
things.
that.
First of all,
I think Warren Lotus. I mean, I like some of the stuff, but I think
Hold
as
on.
a company, I think they're kind of corny.
corny and bad quality is the issue with a lot of his stuff that I've seen.
The one thing I will say about things that have been bad quality is no questions asked, full refund, keep it, we're sorry.
And that's fine.
Like Amazon.
And you know what? And that's how it should be.
That's how it should be. If you're like, I paid $200 for that first Sun City. I washed it once. The graphic faded. I sent him a picture. He was like, "Here's your $200 back. Keep it. Don't worry about it. If you want, we'll send you another one."
And see, that's how every single business, especially when you're making, because he knows what he made probably cost him about $12.
Yeah.
Like that didn't cost him anything probably to make. Oh man, go ahead and keep your money back because he probably sold 3 more while he's conversating with you on the phone
Exactly.
right there. Now look, and that's the thing too. Oh, and hold on, and what's his name too today? Oh, the Kanye stuff. Me and OG Teddy Boost, aka. Also known as Boost God. Boost God, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I retired from the back and forth online. But
Wait, Teddy still
yes. So me and him got into it on Twitter
about what?
because he went and said, "R.I.P. Adidas, you deserve it." And I retweeted and said, "Man, deserve it? Shut up." Because you're not gonna get on there and act like some sort of a scorned Adidas thought because like they didn't like now. Don't get me wrong. During that block of time we were doing a podcast and he was Boost God, oh yeah, he definitely had an influence with Boost and Adidas. I'm not going to lie to you. He did. And if anybody should have had some type of something, it should have been him. He earned that legitimately on being a Twitter personality, Boost God, repping the brand as hard as he possibly could, and still didn't get nothing out of it. Got a few pairs of free stuff from here and there, Adidas and Pharrell and stuff like that. Cool. That's cool. So I applied him on that, and I get that. But don't come down the road later because you didn't get what you want in the past and start talking about R.I.P. Adidas, you deserve it. Then me and him got into a back and forth about it, and I retired from going back and forth with people on that. But do not be in a scorned Adidas thought. Like, you didn't get what you want. You got you a couple hoodies and some Pharrells. Relax, all right? Start talking about I don't know nothing about it.
And probably made a pretty significant amount of money off like merch and everything else that he was doing. I mean, he, for a while he was doing drops and they were selling out immediately.
I have no gripes. I have nothing against it. It was just I don't like the you deserve it.
No, I got it.
R.I.P. Adidas, cool.
But I just mean
like why they deserve it because they didn't.
I guess I just mean like whatever hard feelings he had about not getting the recognition from Adidas, like the recognition that he got from the people that followed him and the money that he made off of talking about their products.
Fam.
Should have more than supplemented whatever he thought he should have got from Adidas.
More power to him. Also, what's his name? George said, would you say I did?
What?
Celebrated Warren Lotus?
Oh, yeah, just because you
Whatever
put that in that tweet.
Because,
I was just joking.
of course, somebody else put something about Kai. Let me tell you something. I ain't buying Kais. I will say this. Kais that look like Jordan 1s, got the lightning bolt on the side. Look, some of the greatest colorways of all time in sneakers on the ones. I'm not copping. That's fine with me. But guess what? Out of every single person that we've just talked about in the last 3 minutes, guess who's never been sued by Nike or Jordan Brand? That's Kai. I said basically I could name a long list of Nike lawsuits throughout the last couple years. Kai ain't on the list. He's a superhero, all right? If you can bypass all that, I know the president. I know
that one man be taking you too seriously.
What you want?
Twitter man.
Oh.
He taking you way too seriously, like thinking you actually believe he's a superhero.
I'm like, look, man, I'm more joking, but yes, Kai has somehow bypassed lawsuits as of right now.
I still got receipts on that, so
You about to get him sued right now. You snitched on this website.
You
on this
could
podcast.
People could say all the good or bad stuff about Kai they want. I don't care. I got receipts. I'm not ever going to release them, but I got receipts. So if anything, anybody ever come at me, I could put stuff out.
Facts.
You're a jerk.
Nah, he's not a jerk because he keeping them.
Okay.
Everybody asked me about, you know what? I'm not going to bring that up again, too. But people was like, yo, what you talking about with Beard Man? Yo, tell him. No, thank you. Urban Necessities, man.
For like the real stories?
No, thank you. I know the real stories, but no thanks.
Or the other guy.
You. Which one is that?
The other.
He don't exist no more either, by the way. All
Which
this
one?
resale prices going down. I'm glad, too.
Nah, he does. Because
Not the other one, whose girlfriend was
it's-
scandalous. Wife.
Oh. Yo, relax. And I got receipts on that, too. Facts.
Does he still exist?
Facts. He does. I see him doing some stuff here and there.
Oh, no. You want to talk about like an actual supervillain who just, oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Who's
okay.
a supervillain?
Same person.
Fam, if people know you're a villain and you still on IG celebrating and putting all this new stuff you buying on IG and you owe people money, you're a super villain.
Oh, you talking about somebody else?
Oh, I thought that's what he's talking about.
No.
Oh,
He talking about, it don't matter.
I thought that's what
Oh, are we talking about?
You know, y'all
Is
don't
he
even know what
talking
y'all
about-
talking about.
I'm talking about the OG person that we used to get on back in the day. Way back in the day.
I'm not talking about Flight Pound, man.
No.
Oh,
But
Benny the Butcher?
but close
What's
to
his
home?
name?
Yes.
Close to home?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
That's
Oh,
what I thought
neighbor?
y'all were talking about.
No,
Lame.
not neighbor.
Oh.
Close to home, though.
No, I said that's not who I'm
Oh,
talking
I know
about.
you talking about.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I thought that's what you were talking about the whole time.
No.
No. Close to
Oh.
home.
He said,
I didn't know he cared about anybody else.
You know what? I'm not even talking vague anymore because everybody listening to this podcast probably like, what are these cats talking about? We ain't saying nothing. Because we retired from that. We don't do stuff like that no more. Every once in a while, all right? But look, shout out to everybody.
I don't got no receipts on that. I just think it's funny that like if you owe,
Hey, speaking of which,
if you owe a gang of people,
what?
if you owe a gang of people money and you still out there posting all the stuff you copping, fam, you are a super villain and you're a
You really are.
nobody. He's not a hero, but nobody can get you, so you do whatever you want.
If nobody willing to actually put hands on you, then you.
And no, we're not talking about Flight Pound Man.
No, I ain't talking about him. I don't even know.
He
what
don't
he's at.
matter. No, he hasn't mattered in 10
Nah,
years.
He doesn't. So
Do the other two podcasts still exist? Monday Midsole and Sneaker Box?
I think Monday Midsole does, but Sneaker Box, I have no idea. Who knows? But God bless them. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to them, man.
They're one of the originators. God bless them, man. I got nothing bad to say about them. No, they want to be homies now. We could be homies now. I don't give
Did
a
you
shit.
even say why did to go back 5 minutes? Why did Boost Man even say that? Like what was
Because
it
I
even about?
retweeted. Because it's about Kanye. Because Kanye put out all them tweets about how he about to take this percentage and ruin them. He coming after him. So then he put R.I.P.
Why does he
Adidas.
care?
Exactly. Because he's a scorned Adidas thought. That's why. He
Damn.
saw Kanye and thought, yeah, get him. That's what he thought. But God bless him. I got nothing for you. God the Boost. Whatever you want to call yourself now. I got no beefs or qualms with you. I'm not the one to go back and forth with online either. And that's it. You say whatever you want. I say what I want. I'm done.
Tattoos and shut up.
Just shut up. Like,
You
just
don't
stop.
see me out there doing my job and then on the side commenting on stuff. I
What you
just
talking
don't
about?
care.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see.
Well, don't show it to the camera.
Let me see. Put it low. Put it high.
He said, put it low.
Put it above your hat.
Put it high. Put
Florida.
it low. Put it.
Let me
Florida
see.
Gators.
Oh, yo, relax, fam. Yo, that's a superhero. That's my guy too. I have no idea what his dealings are. Nothing like that. But look, man, Kanye, get yourself together, man. Who cares? Make billions and keep making billions. Let Adidas make Yeezy 350. Like, we're literally arguing. Like, do you just want to make billions or no? Like, what are we arguing here? Like, do you really want to own the designer? First of all, you know what? I'm sorry. Going back, Kanye, he's too scared to do anything by himself. That's his problem. How can you be a billionaire and don't just open up your own store? We just talked about Boost God and Warren Lotus. Them cats are making their own money. John Geiger is making their own money,
Eric
their
Emanuel.
own brands, and Eric Emanuel doing their own thing. I don't know if Eric Emanuel has an actual store. I didn't even know
I
that.
think.
In
Yeah,
New York?
A long time ago.
Does he have one in LA or no? Warren Lotus has one in LA?
Warren Lotus does.
Eric Emanuel doesn't have a store in LA?
I said about Warren Lotus.
Manuel got that New York store a long time
Warren
ago.
Lotus has a deal with Eric Emanuel, with NBA, with Mitchell & Ness, with the NFL, and some other things. Kanye's sitting here arguing with Adidas. You're a billionaire. Go buy you a nice little storefront in California. Go buy you another little storefront in New York. Go buy you one in Miami and drop the most Yeezy slides and foams and whatever you want to draw.
Didn't I read something last week that he is opening Yeezy stores? Did you send me something?
Who knows, man? It's always something with him. This cat is arguing with the Gap. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're so unoccupied with anything in your life that you mad that they put the Yeezy Gap on hangers. So you wanted to put them in garbage bags. Like, what are you talking about? They showed that picture of that store, all them Yeezy clothes in them. Well, you didn't go spend like $1,000, like go buy a Lamborghini today or something. Go do something fun. Like, go have some fun. That guy is a weird. I went to the Super Bowl and wore a mask during the Super Bowl with his daughter. And with Antonio Brown, come on, man. Like, you don't even hold good company. Like, you don't even have good company. People you're around are whack.
Football players will be doing that dance all season.
What they say? With the sum of the 5 people you spend your most time with? There you go.
Fam. Whatever, man. John Morant's getting a signature sneaker. Does that matter?
Wait, hold on. You got to add something before you switch the topic. You got to add, to the...
Coffee make me hot. I should turn the AC on here.
Somebody else got signed a Jordan brand. Tatum. Tatum's getting a Jordan brand sneaker.
Yeah, well, he's been with Jordan brand, but
he's getting his own sneaker.
Comes out next year, too.
You got to add Mac Attacks to the list.
What's a Mac Attack?
Fam.
Oh, them is fire. Flames.
Put it on the itinerary or whatever.
Are they called Mac Attacks?
Yes.
I thought them was court. Whatchamacallit?
I don't know. That thing says Mac Attack.
Let's talk about them now.
Dang, Travis Scott wearing them.
What?
Why you think people care now?
I'm off the Yeezy. I'm onto the Nocta.
Then okay.
Nocta's fire.
No, it's not.
Sneakers fire.
Wait, hold on.
In like 2 years, you're gonna be like, "Oh, Semple was right."
Don't say anything yet. So what do you think about Drake's hair, though?
I'm trying to get cornrows.
He doesn't even got cornrows anymore.
Oh, I like the other one too.
No,
it's
you
ultra
don't.
perm.
It's dope.
Yes, he got a conk. You don't even know nothing about that.
Can I get cornrows? Am I allowed to or no?
Yeah, of course.
You do whatever you want. In Arizona, I mean, somebody may go, what? But
maybe I'll just go to Mexico.
I mean, if you're an island boy, you can do whatever you want.
Lot of mercy.
I'm an island boy. Look,
Hey, I heard somebody on the radio talk about Island Boys that has nothing to do with the culture. I think it was just like a sports personality, and I almost crashed the car laughing so hard that even those cats knew.
Everybody
about
know
Island
them.
Boys.
No,
Are they gone yet?
No, I go on Instagram and just see what they doing sometimes just to get a laugh. Them cats just do regular stuff like be in the backyard like, yo, watch this gang, and they like throw a football to each other, and they be like, this and stuff, or they be like boxing, and they be doing pranks on each other, like they just kids, like they're literally just kids now, and they be like, money? And they had introduced a third island boy, and then everybody got mad.
Introduced a third island.
They did.
Boy.
I was following.
What does that mean? I thought you had to be from the OG, like
created
original.
him.
Huh?
No, another dude came up and said he the new island boy.
You gotta be from an island, huh? You can't just say I'm an island boy.
Fam.
What
Them
island
cats ain't from an island. They're from Florida. They're from Key West. Ain't that an island?
Key West is an island.
They're from Key West. I don't know what.
I think they got different water in Key West.
They was.
But them cats have no idea how to use social media whatsoever. They be in the store like this: 3, 2, 1. Yeah, count their money to cop. Like the guy at the register, they be like 3, 2, 1, and the guy at the register goes, "That'd be $1,500." Yeah, and I'm like, you're not supposed to put the 3, 2, 1 action in the video thing. Like, them cats is funny though. They weird, but they be answering people questions too. People send them questions like, "Yo, why'd y'all add a third island boy?" And they're like, "Yo, he no longer the island boy. He no longer there." I'm like, all right. Them cats is funny, though. I look, any cats like that to go out there make a fool out of themselves, look like that to make some money, knock yourself out, man. Them cats are weird. What the joints called? Mac Attacks?
That's what this says.
Nike Dunk Mac Attacks? Those are...
It's not a dunk. It's a tennis shoe.
Nike's sneaker Mac Attack is an instant cop.
They're going to bring those back. They ain't going to bring back my freaking...
Yeah, it'll come back.
LWPs.
Fam, LWPs aren't coming back. Okay?
It'll come back.
They're not coming back.
LWPs need to come back.
LWPs
if they brought these back, they
back.
coming back.
Shout out.
No. What that got to do with it?
Shout out what?
My wife.
Your wife? I'm looking at your picture, man. What are you talking about?
Self-centered. He's drawing a picture of himself.
You can show me later. I don't even know who that's supposed to be.
But you got a girlfriend now?
No.
You said that quick.
Just chilling.
Just chill. Yo, we copping Mac Attacks or what, George? You brought him up and don't even say nothing.
I am. I might still have a pair at home.
I'll never buy a Nike tennis shoe again until LWPs come out.
Until what?
LWPs come out.
Man, please. LWPs aren't coming out.
You just say you
He
going
said
to
they're
cop
coming
right
out.
now.
I already got word. They're not coming out.
He said they're coming out.
I got word from what's her name, Ann Hibbert, before she got let go as the vice president of Nike.
Now she at Allbirds.
Now she had Allbirds. She sent me a list. She said, "Don't expect LWPs."
Maybe Allbirds release them.
Allbirds LWP.
You want to talk about somebody getting sued? He'd be the first one.
Now that's funny. You know, another brand says, "You know what? Forget all this. Maybe Reebok just, I'm making LWPs. I don't care. Just break all the rules. So that'd be fire. That would take some guts." Look, Mac Attacks of Fire. Obviously, going to try to cop those when they come out. I mean, it's a classic sneaker. They look like these ones, but I can't remember what they're called. Court Lows or something. I don't remember. Shout out to them, though, man. I'm definitely copping those. John Morant getting a signature sneaker. Anybody cares in here? Anybody?
Is it just with Nike?
Like.
It's with Nike, and it's only $120. These signature sneakers are cheap.
Depends what it looks like, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested to see what he comes out with. Listen, we know Ja is not getting a LeBron boot. He's gonna get something that's like slim, sleek.
Is he a Kobe guy? Or
He wears Kobe's all the time, but he ain't getting Kobe's
I
though.
didn't even know that.
They already got the names of the sneakers. They got other names of Jason Tatum's already. Hold on, let me go ahead and
Look,
at
if
it real quick.
Wasn't Tatum?
if Luka's shoe looks that good and KD's new shoes are going in the direction they're going, Josh's shoe got to be fire.
I mean, I had seen sketches of Josh Shoe a long time ago, and now I can't confirm nor deny those are authentic.
Sketches always look whack though.
Nah, sketches always look fire.
Well, Ja doesn't even
Man,
always
sketches,
look authentic. So
Sketches look like they gave him the year
That's a
2175.
fact. Ja has been caught in unauthentic sneakers a few times. Oh my God, these OVO Bapes are embarrassing. Jason Tatum sneaker. Whoops, I don't want to click the person who wrote the article. Jason Tatum sneakers come out April, January, February, March, April. Yeah, it looks like April 18th is the first. I'm sorry, April 7th.
Yeah, but that's a Jordan though.
It's
right?
a Jordan Tatum one. It's called Zoo, and then the second one
Yeah, but
is
Ja,
Jordan
you
Tatum
said
St.
Ja's
Louis.
gonna have his own
I'm
shoe,
gonna get
not a
to it.
Jordan,
I'm
right?
gonna get to it.
Talking
And
about
Jordan
Jason Tatum.
Tatum Pink
I
Lemonade.
understand that, but the timeline won't necessarily be the same because they're not the same brand.
So the Tatums come out in April. The Jaws come out in the summer. So it says the first Ja colorway is gonna be called Phantom. That's summer 2023, and they're only 110. 110 is cheap. All right, 110.
I'll tell you what shoe I need
What?
is those LeBrons.
Cobalt Bliss and Game Royal. Do you need the what?
New LeBrons.
Fire. Seen a couple colorways. I don't know when these drop.
Wait.
The
now you
first
say
one's
they're
supposed to come
fire?
out.
No. I said they were fire. I said the toe box looks weird when your foot isn't in it. When your foot's in it, the toe box looks fire.
Oh, speaking of which, apparently Bronny went on his first visit to Ohio State, and they took like the pictures where you in the jersey and stuff. He wasn't even wearing them. He was just wearing like Ohio State shoes. I didn't understand
Oh, he's
that.
wearing a LeBron.
It was?
Yeah.
It didn't look like it.
Well, LeBron
It wasn't the new one though. That's
Wait a
I
minute.
thought the whole point was so he could wear them.
Ronnie going to Ohio State?
No, he wanted to visit.
Yeah.
It was his
Oh.
first college visit because everyone's been saying like
I thought he was
Oregon,
going to the
Oregon's
G
a
League.
lock or whatever because obviously Nike money. But
Who
Oregon's
posted
a
that?
lock.
Sneaker News?
that's what everybody in the recruiting industry's been saying.
Lame. I'll go to Oregon. Who do you think he is?
Who posted that?
I didn't see that today. I seen a lot of things today. That I didn't. And I do want to know what LeBron was. He went with the soldier or something?
He was definitely wearing LeBrons.
It had a Ohio O on the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
So it
LeBron has
wouldn't
one of
be-
those. He has a PE
No,
like that.
LeBron sponsors Ohio State, but it wasn't the new shoe, is what I'm saying.
Oh, it probably the
Why
last
wouldn't he
Ohio
be
sneaker
wearing
they
the
had
new
was
one? Like they should have made him one for the photo shoot if he knew he was doing that.
the last Ohio sneaker that I could think of was a LeBron 9 that they had. It was that red, scarlet red and gray. Scarlet red, I remember that. You heard? But yeah, Jason Tatum and all that. You think Devin Booker should have a sneaker before Tatum? Matter? I'm sorry, a sneaker before John Morant.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a Tatum. Tatum and Booker are basically on the same
They're on the
level,
same level.
like same plane. So
Somebody had told me they were
Yeah, see?
like,
You can see the LeBron logo on the heel. It's like
I didn't see this picture.
it's like a LeBron like soldier. Or
I only saw
something.
the
I
red
figured it
jersey
was
and
a
then the one
soldier.
where he's sitting. Yeah, see, I didn't even say this. I didn't even see this one.
so was he actually?
yeah, but that's not the new shoe. Is my point.
That's not the new shoe. No,
Yeah.
it's like a soldier or something.
But
An
was
Ohio
he-
State.
See, like right here, he got. Well, it's too far away, but he got red shoes on with the white O, Ohio.
Them
But
joints
I don't know
super
why they didn't
red.
give him the new shoe for the photo shoot. I
So
don't
he
get it.
actually put the uniform and stuff on and did a
Hey,
photo shoot?
That's
Yeah.
what all recruits do when they go to schools now.
Really?
They put the whole uniform on and take pictures. Yeah.
Why?
Because if you commit, it's part of your like social media commit presence or whatever. I don't know.
Those jerseys are fire.
For him, it doesn't matter. His dad's LeBron. But for a kid from, like, think of a kid that family might not have that much money from the inner city. You go on a visit, and they showing you all this, like, fancy stuff. Let you put the uniform on and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Feels cool.
But I mean, like, I didn't know they were putting it on social media like that. Like, I thought, like, they give you a jersey, put your name on it.
Stupid.
They walk you into the arena. The announcer goes, number 15 out of... Apache Junction, Arizona, wearing the number 00. Like, I thought they'd do that, and that's it. But other than that, I didn't know they were putting you on social media like that. That, to me, is committing.
No, he put that on his own social media.
I know, but that, to me, is committing.
Oh, no. Well, a lot of
He got
them...
commitment issues, though.
What they do now is... what the kids do now, they'll say, like, hashtag not committed with the pictures of going to that school.
Yes, Arkham Asylum.
I mean, that's what they do.
Okay. Look, Devin Booker should definitely have a signature sneaker before Ja Morant, all right? Somebody was like, but Ja Morant's cooler than Devin Booker. Now, to me, Devin Booker is way cooler than Ja Morant, all right?
To us in Phoenix.
No, to me as well. I look at Ja Morant sometimes as goofy.
Yeah, he's a goofy thought, yeah.
But he's also in Memphis,
But
and he's
Devin
also
Booker,
out
I
there with
wouldn't
Gotti
say
and everybody.
cool. I don't know.
He's a cool cat.
He's weird. I don't like that, like, whatever. All that car, driving them cars, goofy.
I don't understand why that's such a big deal.
Why do you hate cars?
He hate the fact
Why
that
do I
Devin
hate
Booker.
cars?
He hate the
Mister,
fact that Devin
I own
Booker
15
drives.
different cars. Relax over there. 15
He
different
said
car
he hate
owner.
Devin Booker drives old school cars.
Why?
I don't remember.
He said he's too young.
I said it a long time ago. No, I just said, like, I don't even remember what I said. It was stupid.
Oh, I'm glad you agree.
You hate my Firebird?
It's not stupid. It's not stupid to like cars. It's just goofy how he just pulls into the garage like waving
It's
at
just
girls
stupid
on
how he
the
drives
car.
them.
It was goofy.
I mean, that's fire.
Putting it on social media. Who cares? You want to own all them cars? Cool. Drive them joints and park in the arena and go score 50. No, shut up. All right.
They do tunnel walks. That's better to me than a tunnel walk. That's better to me than a tunnel walk.
This ain't a car podcast. This is a shoe podcast.
Still, I would rather pull up in a box Chevy, sitting on them things with that candy paint glistening, pull into the tunnel,
He don't know nothing
then
about
walk
that.
down with a Louis Vuitton leather jacket or whatever they be wearing in
Where's
goggles.
Devin Booker from, anyways? Alaska or something? He don't know nothing about that.
Memphis?
Where is Devin Booker from?
He is definitely
ain't
not from Memphis.
Where's Devin Booker from? That's a
Here,
Kentucky?
I'm gonna look it up. No, he's
Oh,
not. I'm
okay.
gonna look it up right now. But I know it's
Devin
not.
Booker. Where is he from?
I'm pretty sure it's not anywhere where they would know anything about that.
He may be from El Segundo.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Why can't he be from Memphis, though?
Oh, shoot. What are you talking about? From Detroit? Oh, he definitely
That's
know about that.
nowhere near Detroit.
Hey, it's not near Detroit, but that's still Michigan, so don't do that.
If
He's
not,
still know about them box
Why couldn't he
Chevys.
be from Memphis?
That's nowhere.
Come on, man. You can look at somebody's eyes and tell when they from
Hey,
Memphis. So.
for people listening to the show, I shit you not, Greg and I could watch a basketball game and tell you
And
where them
pick where they
cats are
from.
from.
Period.
We did it during the NCAA tournament. A cat that played for Texas A&M. We knew he was from LA.
You can
He looked it up.
tell.
From LA.
You can tell. You can tell
Because his
anybody.
tattoos?
Not even that. You
Everything.
Can just tell. It's like shape of their head, paws,
How they walk,
how
yeah,
they
everything.
walk, how their eyes
We
are.
looked at each other. We were like, he's from LA.
You could
He
tell.
looked it up.
One guy,
Hell,
one time.
I could tell. Nope.
Oh, it wasn't
I could
the only
tell.
You
time.
can't do the whole 15-man roster.
I could get a good percentage out of a 15-man roster, though. Everybody black, white, I don't know. I'm just telling I couldn't tell you everybody white. But, like, I could tell somebody from Texas, Alabama, Florida. You could definitely tell
Kentucky?
somebody from Florida. No. I thought that's why Devin Booker went to Kentucky. Like, I have no idea. I don't know a single person
So
from
this says
Kentucky.
Booker went to high school in Mississippi, but I don't know how long he lived there for.
Man, he's been around. Was it a military kid or something?
I don't know.
Oh. I know nothing about Devin Booker. Devin Booker, that what makes Devin Booker cool to me, because I don't know nothing about him. John Morant out here doing the gritty, and his Usher daddy, and with Yo Gotti and Yo Moneybag Yo and all them, I don't care about none of
It
that.
says born and raised in Grand Rapids.
And Memphis ain't a basketball town. Now, I wouldn't sit here and say that Phoenix is a basketball town either. Phoenix is not a sports town, but I don't consider Memphis a sports town either.
I would say Phoenix
I would say
is
Phoenix.
majority
I
a
would say
basketball
Phoenix
town.
over Memphis. Tennessee doesn't have a baseball team, right? What's the Tennessee baseball team? None?
No, they just have the Titans and the...
Titans, Grizzlies. They don't have a hockey team, right? George, this is your forte.
Hold on a second, man. I'm looking where he went. Okay,
I don't
so
care about him.
he played his
Kansas.
freshman year. He grew up through his freshman year in Michigan and then moved to high school in Mississippi for sophomore, junior, senior year.
And he went to two places where box Chevys are okay.
And stop it. And who was the?
No, Tennessee. Tennessee don't got a baseball team, right? I can't think.
Like the state of Tennessee have a professional baseball team? No.
I don't think so. They don't got a hockey team, right? They had a Thrashers? Was that Atlanta?
Yeah, Nashville.
Predators.
Yeah.
They had the Predators, that's right. So I don't know if I don't consider Tennessee a sports state. Like maybe college more of anything. I would have said the Tennessee Vols, like for football, mainly back in the day. I don't know about now. Arizona, I don't consider Arizona a sports state, but I consider Arizona more of a sports state than Tennessee.
They got the Titans and NHL.
They got the Titans, but like I don't consider Tennessee a football state, I guess.
It's a huge college football state.
Yeah, I would say, I said that, college. I said.
Oh, you're only talking about pros right now.
Yeah, I mean just sports in general. So, you know what? Tennessee is a bigger sports state than Arizona.
I would say the Suns have the biggest
No,
fandom in
they
Arizona.
They were arguing on Twitter about.
Okay, go back. Where's this start?
Let me go back. Sorry, they were arguing on Twitter about the reason why Ja is getting a signature over Devin Booker because they said because they were saying that he's in Memphis and Memphis is just a more cooler, younger place. He does the gritty. He's with Yo Gotti and all them cats like that. He's a younger cat.
I just think he has a bigger footprint out there.
No, Devin Booker's also not.
He ain't a thought.
Yeah, he's not like out doing like corny shit,
exactly
like all over IG and stuff. Like he's just like
I would say, like,
yeah, he's just like a kind of like a private person.
But see, that's why I look at him as more cooler than Ja. Ja is too much for me sometimes, and he's hurt all the time.
We're also old.
Ja's a moron. All right, there's a difference.
On Twitter, he is definitely.
He's a moron.
We're also old.
No, I don't mean he's like a dumb person. I mean he's a moron. Hanging out with them cats, talking about guns and shooting or whatever. What do you say? He got some bullets for somebody?
He said he had some hollow tips for somebody.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
Shut up, Ja. Go play basketball. No?
Like Devin Booker just seems like more like a old soul, like more like reserved.
He is
quiet.
Now, does that translate into anybody want your sneakers? I don't know.
Well, I don't know because I would say that Jason Tatum's the same way as Booker, but Jason Tatum plays for the Celtics and Booker plays for the Suns.
Here's the thing: Devin Booker is a better basketball player than Tatum and Ja Morant to me.
I don't know about Tatum.
He's way.
They're equal.
Him and Tatum are pretty close.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll give him that. But both of them are better than Ja Morant.
Both of them are better than
Ja Morant is one of those players that will go out there and do couple things. Hold on. Will do a couple things so spectacular, you'll think he had the greatest game of all time. He'll hit you with a good cold 12, maybe a 9 and an 8, and you'd be like, dang, he only shot 3 or 6 for 38 or something stupid.
Ja's like the second
but
coming
he's so
of
athletic and he's so special that you get blinded by that. Devin Booker is the type, go out there, you'd be like, man, Devin Booker ain't doing nothing. Look at the stats, 41.
No.
Like, huh?
Hold on a second.
You can literally watch a Suns game and can't figure out where Devin Booker got all his buckets.
Ja has the potential to be a 30 and 20 or 30 and 15 every night if he gets there, though. His ceiling, like, it's not the same thing as, like, Stephon Marbury, who he was, like, a New York hero, came to the league, and everybody was like, he'll do all this flashy New York stuff. We knew Steph was good, but Steph didn't have a superhero ceiling. Ja has a superhero ceiling. Man, we've seen Ja do stuff in it. I wouldn't.
Ja's basically the new version of Derrick Rose, but
Derrick Rose won MVP. That's the ceiling. Like, if you stay healthy.
But after this topic, I want to touch on something else you said. Pause.
I don't remember what I said.
Look,
Ja is weird. Yes, you're right. He's weird. He's like one day he'll score 40, one day he'll score 10. But he has this potential to be an actual superstar, whereas a lot of guys didn't have that potential.
Now, Devin Booker's been in the league since 2015, I think. Mm-hmm. And he is still young. What is he, 26 still? He is young. Has Devin Booker reached his ceiling then?
No, I think you get there like 28, 29.
Okay, so then...
Assuming you had that.
Okay, so then how would you describe Devin Booker's ceiling? Because what we're talking about with Ja,
he's already a top 15, 20 player.
With Ja, we're talking about just unreal.
Oh, you think Ja's going to be top 5?
No, Ja can shoot too.
Ja Morant has gotten better at shooting. Ja is not a shooter, and he's definitely better than Devin Booker.
Stop. I'm not saying Ja's ceiling is a top 5 player in the NBA. You could be a superstar and be 20, 15. I'm not saying his ceiling is.
You just said that Booker's a top 15, top 20 player
currently. Already,
and that Ja has a higher ceiling, which would mean
I didn't. I didn't say he has a higher ceiling than Booker.
We have it on tape.
No, I said he has a higher ceiling than those players in the past that you said come out, do fancy stuff, but then they're not that good. Ja has a superstar ceiling for, like, my comparison with Steph Marbury or somebody like that. Somebody who comes from New York City doing flashy passes, spin moves, crossovers, all that stuff, but on a per game basis, like one game 10 points, one game 40 points. But Ja,
That same with Ja.
know what? Yes,
Yes,
but he
it is.
has a ceiling that's higher, way higher than Marbury, way higher than any of those guards you're thinking of. Like not probably higher than Allen Iverson, but up there. I didn't say nothing about comparing Ja and Booker. Booker is already a top 20 player.
Speaking of Stephon Marbury, did you guys watch the and one?
Yeah, he hated him.
Oh, you watch? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did. I got receipts.
No, I didn't. Where you get all these receipts from? Huh?
My phone.
I didn't remember that the Marbury ankle breaking happened prior to and one mixtape tour. I thought it was all like embedded in the same timeline.
I didn't know it was the first game.
I didn't know it was first game either.
Never
I
knew
didn't.
that.
Watching that documentary, I told Hannah all about
Who?
man we used to talk about all the time. I don't want to say his name. He in prison.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know him too.
yeah, he's a hoop with him.
Oh yeah, well so did I. But I knew him like you would talk to him in person, you would never ever suspect something
One
like
of
that.
the
He was
nicest
like, yeah,
people
he was
I've
a
ever
nice,
met in
yeah.
my
That's what I
entire
told
life.
Hannah. I was like, he was
Like
I think somebody tried to fight me at the gym, and he had my back, and he didn't even know who I was.
He's. I mean, me, him, we were in Denny's. We were planning on going to Puerto Rico. We was like, man, we gotta get to Puerto Rico. We was all chilling.
Well, we know why he wanted to go to Puerto Rico, even though they got extradition there.
Should have went to Ireland.
I think Ireland got extradition.
I mean, one of the nicest
gotta go to, like,
people.
Venezuela.
Nicest people I've ever met in my entire life.
That's what I told Hannah. I said it didn't make no sense once Greg told me that story. I was like, what?
Knew everybody's name, said hello to everybody, never got in an argument on the basketball court.
Barely talked.
talked.
And would dunk on every single person.
Every
in the
single
gym,
person.
flying. All right. I've seen him do things in the gym you can't even imagine. All right. Facts. All right. And he wasn't tall. He wasn't that tall.
Like 6'2", 6'3".
But athleticism
Out the
was
gym.
insane. But when I saw that video of the crime he commit, I said, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Let me tell you something. Don't leave your DNA anywhere because they will collect it and they will save it. All right. Trust me. All right. But yeah, the N1 thing was fire. But did you watch the 30 for 30 N1? See, nobody watched the 30 for 30 N1. It should have been combined because the one on
How long
Netflix,
ago was it?
Yeah, how long ago was
no
that?
joke, it was about a month ago. I was texting like, yo, this is crazy. It was
don't remember any of
literally
that.
about a month ago. And I said, man, the Netflix one and this 30 for 30 should have combined. It should have been one together.
I didn't understand that's what you were saying in that text.
Yeah, because the Netflix one showed like the ownership and the issues being sold over and over, all that stuff. That was cool. The 30 for 31 more focused on the ESPN aspect and all. Like it didn't show them fighting.
'cause it's
It didn't show.
ESPN
It
related.
didn't even have Professor on it. It just had hot sauce. It didn't have even Professor on the 30 for 31. Like there was a lot of things they should have combined. That would have been the greatest thing I've ever seen. Now, I keep forgetting how short that little run was.
I also forgot that it was like, I didn't realize it was like a 5-year run.
It felt like
4-year run.
forever. I don't even know. That may have been 3. Like, it felt like forever, that little block of time. But when they were like, oh, that was that. We made 1 mixtape. They made 2 mixtapes. Then it went all downhill from there. And they was fighting and talking about arguing about money.
Because it would have started in what, like 96?
See,
95?
now you as an accountant.
The brand probably was around Marbury.
Well, like, I had,
Marbury
like,
was 96 when he was a rookie, but
Like, I had and one shirts when I was in like
the T-shirt
5th
brand
grade?
was like 93, 94, 95, somewhere in there because I remember going to World Foot Locker at home in California and it literally an entire wall in the World Foot Locker, big
And
World,
one shirt.
World
The
Foot Locker
shirts,
was- and one
shirts
shirt.
came out before
They were
anything
fly.
else.
Yeah,
the
it
shirts
was the
were on the
first thing.
streets everywhere. Yeah,
like
yeah.
93,
People used to
94.
have them tattoos like
The no face
Yeah.
man.
I remember when I went to Arizona and was
Faceless.
playing somebody playing against somebody in a rec center, and he actually could hoop, and he had like one of the tattoos of the N1 character on his leg, and I was like, oh shit, it's weird. Like you moved from California to Arizona, you don't expect anybody to know what N1 is. Like dude had a tattoo.
And one, no fear.
And one had a little run. Now, I will say about that documentary, I had no idea. Now, I don't know if this was actually confirmed or if just N1 felt it, but I didn't know that the Nike
Street ball, greatest commercial of all time.
I didn't know that was sort of like a response to
shot.
N1. In my mind, watching the documentary.
Well, no, we just didn't think about it then.
No.
Right.
Now it's obvious.
Yeah, but I don't
No,
know if
it's
it was
obvious.
obvious now.
It's
I don't even
obvious.
know. Because in the documentary,
Damn, and one came out of nowhere to have a show on ESPN. That's
no,
crazy.
100%. Now, when Nike had Battlegrounds on, what was that, MTV2?
That was
Whatever
after,
it was,
too.
That was after that. I get that. But the street ball commercial, which even the And1 CEOs and was like one of the greatest commercials of all time.
It's the greatest
I
commercial of all
didn't
time.
know.
Not even debatable.
I don't know, and I still don't know if that's like a And1, we're here. I don't know. Like, it was a fire commercial.
Not weird.
Yeah, but
here.
they made the documentary as if like, all right, y'all had a little fun. Y'all had a little fun. Now look at us here. Like, I didn't view it as the same level of it. I thought maybe And1 was taking a little bit of arrogance and grandeur to themselves of like, dang, they going at us. But
if it happened in 2021, maybe they could have used social media to their advantage to like say like, oh, Nike thinks we're a threat now. But back then they couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Couldn't even do it.
Yeah.
And you know what the first thing I thought of when that part of the documentary came is that conversation that we had like, 3-4 years ago with Rack about how Adidas was overtaking Nike. And he's like, the thing about Nike is he's like, they're like a battleship.
They were a battleship.
Yeah, they're not a speedboat. It takes them a while to like turn around. Once they do and get you in their sights, you're done.
That And1 took off so quick.
So quick.
Now,
just like Adidas did.
Now, that was the thing, too, which, a lot of people were talking about it on social media, and they were saying, like, yo, that's messed up. And1 didn't give them money. But we're talking about a time and era when, like, I get it now in hindsight when you're an And1 athlete now and you think about how much you contributed to a brand reaching those peaks. It sucks to think about all the money you left on the table and didn't get. I get that. But in that moment in time, they were all literally on there saying that. They didn't pay no attention to nothing they were saying. All they heard was free sneakers and free shirts.
Yeah.
They're just like, free sneakers and free shirts. We'll go bust, kill some people on the court. That's all they cared about. And now I get it. Now you're like, dang, that sucks. We didn't capitalize on that. I get it, but they should have definitely had some ownership.
No, I think Shane said it on the documentary. They realized how much more money certain people were making while they were doing it. It just was later on.
That was another problem too.
When you hear like Professor making this much and Hot Sauce making this, now it makes sense looking back now why Professor and Hot Sauce made more money because they brought everyone to the thing.
Yeah, but it did back then as well. They were the draw.
We didn't think about it like that. Hot Sauce can't really play basketball. Like if you really being honest about the game of basketball, he's not. And they talked about Professor is an actual good basketball player. Basketball. He can shoot, pass, dribble, everything. Hot Sauce just dribbling. That's it.
They said he would go to real courts and get busted up by cats. That's how
Hot Sauce.
Oh yeah. They said he would go to.
My
real
friend was in juvie with Hot Sauce's little brother.
Huh?
My friend was in juvie with Hot Sauce's little brother.
Dang, he was with
Tabasco. But I knew that back then that he could play.
Like,
you could watch Professor and you could tell he could shoot, pass, all that stuff.
He played in high school. He's just too small. Look, man, that documentary is fire. It's a history type thing. A lot of people don't know. I haven't watched the Manti Te'o one yet. Everybody talk about that as well. They said it's fire.
You are in for some surprise.
Did you watch it?
You watched
not
it?
yet.
I was gonna watch it, and Hannah was like,
and like obviously, like I know the gist of the story, but like the actual story in totality is
that's what they
fucking crazy.
Willis was like, I don't understand why he didn't shoot the guy who catfished him, and then he said, you know what? I think I'd still shoot him to this day. And I'm like,
it is nuts.
Me and Ro still gonna watch it. We gotta watch it. Maybe watch the first episode tonight. Look, I didn't realize it was 2 parts. I gotta watch that.
It's crazy.
I heard that joint is crazy. Dude.
I also did not know that when Vince Carter wore those Tai Chis that he wasn't an N1 athlete.
I didn't either. I thought he was an N1 athlete.
I did too.
Do you know how fire that is? Because that's still to this day you can argue with the greatest dunk contest of all time. Yeah. That dunk contest is still to this day the most entertaining.
I think Zach LaVine and
Aaron that's a better dunk
over.
contest. 100% better dunk contest.
Probably the most
impressive
performance.
Single individual greatest performance.
Yeah. Like the two dunk contests that stick out to me in my head from like forever would be J.R. Ryder and Vince Carter. J.R. Ryder through the legs and that Vince Carter dunk contest. And Jordan's, free throw line dunk.
Yeah, all that stuff. Because with the one with J.R. Ryder, I mean, I had friends that were doing that, or lower in the hoops that were doing it. I didn't think it was even that possible to do. I had never seen anybody doing
through the legs.
Hoop. And this we're talking about different areas here. When like it took him one time and he did it, blew the roof off the building. Crazy. Vince Carter, that was one of the most and highly anticipated dunk contests of all time, and he answered. Yeah. He made every single dunk. He did stuff we had never seen before, and it was fire. That was it. Everybody else we've had anticipation of like dunk contests. Even recent ones were like, ooh, this cat could jump through the building, and he was whack. What's homeboy in the Rockets last year? Jalen Green?
Oh, Jalen Green.
Oh, my God.
It should have been better.
Of course it should have been better. But I mean, them cats is young and goofy, and the stage is too big for them. The stage is way too big. Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon, nobody anticipated that. We anticipated like, oh, these are some high flyers, some good jumpers. The stuff they were doing was legit dangerous. That Spaceman Orlando mascot spinning on a hoverboard. First of all, spinning on a hoverboard is dangerous within itself. Spinning, holding a basketball, and that cat grabbed that joint, cuffed it, and dunked it is dangerous. Both of them could have broke their necks and been out the league. The mascot and Gordon. That stuff was insane. I went back and watched that dunk contest. Insane.
Oh, and what was it, like 2000?
Which one, Jason Richardson?
No, John Wall had that one dunk in like 2017, maybe.
John Wall was in a dunk contest?
Yeah, and he
I
wore
feel like I
those.
remember that.
He wore those. The block Kobe's, but it was in Phoenix, so it was 09. No, not 09. When was it?
09, I think. Was that 09? Oh no,
It was here in 09, but was it here again?
No more.
But he was like John Wall was wearing those Kobe's, and they were purple, and they had like the Southwest print on them and the paint splatters. I was obsessed with them. I think I still have a pair.
Crazy Eights.
Not the Crazy Eights, the
I
foam
know the
ones.
splatters.
The Crazy
Oh,
One.
I know what you're talking about.
Crazy One.
Yeah, they were like purple and
black,
green,
and like they had like
green.
neon, like speckles on them.
I know what you're talking about. Did he win? John Wall didn't win the dunk contest, right?
I don't know if he did.
Did he do good? John Wall, boy, that's a character.
They said he has psychological problems. Finally, he might be back this year.
John Wall?
I'm interested.
Who?
John Wall.
Psychological problem? What was it? Count too much money?
No, like he had like COVID-related stuff. Somebody died in his family, and then other stuff. They're talking about it recently on social media. You didn't see any of that?
No. Last thing I seen with him, he was throwing
2000
blood gang signs.
14?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, well, good for him. Hey, no, hold on. First of all, I always ride for John Wall. You hate his guts, all right?
No, I don't hate his guts.
Clippers this year, top 2, top 3.
Top
if
two,
Kawhi
top
hurt,
three, what?
If Kawhi healthy.
Who else is on the team now?
John Wall, Paul, and Kawhi?
When did John Wall go there?
Yeah, look at you. Get your
He was throwing the
popcorn.
Rockets.
Nope. Get your popcorn ready. Kawhi, maybe a healthy John Wall, and Paul George? Trinity.
Trinity, man.
Big 3.
Flip yourself upside down, bro.
Kawhi is somebody. You know what, Kawhi? You know what? Devin Booker reminds me a lot of Kawhi Leonard. That's who it reminds me of. Don't do much. You can watch a Kawhi.
His new New Balance shoe is fire, though.
You can watch a Kawhi basketball game and be like, oh, yeah, he's doing okay. And be like, 37 and 12. What? You look at a Devin Booker basketball game, like 41?
Does
How?
Kawhi Leonard still play basketball?
Yeah, he was hurt all last year. He's been hurt, what, 2
He's been hurt
years
for about
now?
5 years.
Year and a half now.
Fam, you won a championship with the Raptors and you the one that gave it to him. Your legacy is sealed forever.
It is, but like, you know what kind of era we live in now. If you ain't doing nothing today, you forget about yesterday.
Yeah, social media era, but his basketball legacy, it doesn't matter. His basketball legacy is sown, period.
Yeah, but you know what? Once you go to the Clippers,
Yes, it is.
How many championships do you have?
2.
1. Oh, yeah, 2.
No.
One with the Spurs, beat the Heat.
Just one with the Spurs?
Yeah, one with the Spurs.
They
beat.
lost in the finals to LeBron, I think.
To the Heat?
No, they. Oh, yeah.
1 year they lost LeBron, then next year they beat LeBron. When Ray Allen made the 3, LeBron won. Then the other year they washed the Heat.
I thought the Spurs won first, then the Heat, then the Mavericks, then the Heat. Or no?
Dude, how crazy that LeBron only has
He wasn't on
5
that team.
rings
The
with
fact
all
that
the teams
LeBron's
he's
been
on.
to
The
what,
first
10?
The first year, like Ginobili and them won, Kawhi wasn't on that team yet.
Oh, okay. Fam, if LeBron had 10 championships out of many times he'd been, my God. I think I would feel a little bit sick about that regardless of how many rings I got. I think the amount of times I went would haunt me a little bit more versus how many that I have. It's cool that you have 5. That's awesome. But, man, I couldn't imagine going to the championship 10 times. That, to me, is equivalent to the Bills when they went 3 times in a row in the 90s.
Bills winning the championship this year, though.
Lord, no, they won't.
Yeah,
No, they weren't.
They're still the Bills. Now,
Jaguars.
I hope
Panthers.
Nah, you can say that. They're still the Chargers about the Chargers.
Oh,
the
we doing
Bills,
week 1
you
NFL
can't say it
too.
about the Bills.
Panthers win the championship.
so. I'm so
this
glad
Damn.
football back. We're doing week 1
I should've brought
NFL
my- I should've worn my Panthers
Yeah, we
hat
still
today.
got to do a Hall of Flames and stuff, too. But
Kick
look,
off 2 days.
can't wait, all right?
year. I am not a Browns fan.
It doesn't matter. The Panthers are
I'm
not
gonna need y'all to
doing
hold
anything.
it. Hold it. We're gonna get there. Let's do Sneaker Hall of Flames real
All right,
quick.
let's
Can
do
we do that real quick?
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Like I said to everybody, we're gonna say some sneakers off that haven't made what we consider the Hall of Fame, our Hall of Flames. We're gonna put these on the website. 9 sneakers to be able to vote. You get to pick 3 sneakers to vote on, and once
I'm
the results
saying the
come in,
first one.
we'll get. Once the sneaker results
even
come
make a
in,
list.
we'll
Yeah,
say
I did.
Yeah, mentally.
Made it while we were here, fam.
Okay. You can't even remember what's coming out this week without looking at your phone. You made a whole list in your head.
Why would I memorize what's coming out this week?
Hey,
if I
that's your
did that,
job.
it would be like 3 shoes, and then he would be mad.
That's your job.
No, it's not.
Why
my
would
job.
I be mad?
My job, because you say you have images preloaded.
Yeah, but I do as many as I possibly can. I try to read your mind. When I do the graphics, I say, George will bring this up. Guess what? I put that all-woman, all-spark, whatever it's called on it.
No, you
Got
didn't.
it. Yes, I did. I said, George. I said, George going to see this. George going to bring that up. That's fact.
That shoe's fired me.
That joint is fire. It is fire. Who wants to go first? You want to go first, George?
We're going to do 1, 1, 1, 1.
All right, go.
Go ahead.
Don't forget.
Why
if
would
it's
I
on,
do 1, 1, 1,
if it's
1?
on two people's list, it automatically goes in.
Way, you know?
Fine.
Man, you always talk about
If
your
it's on,
pre-editing.
if it's on
huh?
two people's
You're
list,
right.
it automatically goes in.
If it's on multiple people lists, it's going in.
Okay.
You know why this one is being said. Newcastle SB Dunk Low.
Now hold on. I'm not mad at it, but back when we made the
You're
Hall of
right,
Fame-
but you know why I'm saying
I
it.
know, but back when we started doing this, SBs and dunks were no one cared about.
Lobsters are in there.
Yeah, but those are legendary sneakers like that.
Paris in
Newcastles
there?
aren't
I put these on a wrist
legendary.
specifically to have this conversation.
Newcastles aren't legendary. Newcastles, I don't even know are legendary now.
Ah!
I don't know.
Look at the picture.
It's probably one of the best dunks. I wouldn't say it's a Hall of Flames, but it's one of the best dunks.
Okay,
Well,
but
you
I
gotta
agree.
say yes or no.
You agree with that?
No, because I think Heineken's are going before that.
Heineken's already in there.
Oh.
But hold on. Guess what isn't in there? Stussy Dunk.
Those would be before Newcastle's for me.
Stussy Dunks are in there, the black and browns. I definitely got those in
Pink
there.
and brown.
Pink and brown. Sorry. What'd I say?
Black and brown.
Mm-hmm. I got Stussies. You got to say Stussies.
I don't
in
think the
there.
list is updated, but okay.
I think Stussy would be before Newcastle's. I like Newcastle. I think it's one of the best dunks
we got
ever.
We got
Oh, no.
we
We got to come up with 9.
And we got ray guns in here. This would be some dunks over ray guns too. I like ray guns. You hate them.
No, hold on.
Yeah, I
we
agree.
put
I agree on
those in there
Stussy 100%.
6
I
years
assumed
ago.
it was in there.
We put those in there 6 years ago. That's the problem that I'm trying to say. I'm not disagreeing whatsoever. This is 6 years ago that we were like, ooh, ray guns. That was what we did. Some of those
Stussy's
are automatic.
absolutely should be in there.
I'm going to say Newcastle's 2 for now. We got to come up with 9 sneakers to go
Okay.
in there. So I'm going to say Newcastle's for now.
Who's up?
Go, you go.
I'm gonna say the Sakai waffle, the blue pair, one of the OG pairs.
Fam, come on, fam.
The first one they
You don't
made?
think a Sakai waffle? It's been like 4 years now.
Well, we have one in there.
Which one do we have in there?
I think the green
I
one,
think your
yellow
list
one.
not updated, bro.
No, I don't think
Maybe
it's in
not.
there.
Nothing's
No.
in there?
I looked.
Okay.
That's why I picked.
Oh,
one
you know
Sakai.
what? I'm sorry. Some of these stuff that I keep thinking in there, we said
and
no
they
one
didn't get
on.
voted in.
Because I don't even think Raging Bull 5s ever get. No. What's the red one that I love? The leather one
Gym
that you
Reds.
got. Gym Reds never get in every single year. And I said I'm never putting these in the ballot again because nobody will ever vote for these.
Honestly, the Sakai waffle that I would vote for is the one that's probably a little bit underrated. The one that Hannah has.
No.
I get it, but this one is way better than people think.
I'm going to put
Hannah has
Sakai.
this one?
just
Fire.
sold that.
That gray one?
Yeah.
When I saw Hannah wear that,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
I just sold that.
well,
You just
shouldn't
sold it.
have.
Why you sell it to
You
me?
shouldn't have.
I could have.
How much would you sell it for?
220, I think.
Oh, yeah, I would have bought it.
You saying the all
You could get
gray
it for
first
You
one?
could probably get it on eBay for cheaper than that.
You saying this one right here?
Fakes.
Service, bro. This one.
No, I have. That's why I sold the gray one because I have that. I have that Sakai one.
Which
No,
one
I'm
are
talking
you
about the
saying
blue
for the
one.
list?
The
Oh,
blue
you
one.
said blue.
You talking about blue red?
Gray's better
Yeah.
than blue.
Or the green yellow ones that you have. I'd be fine with too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
OG colorways.
Okay.
fam.
Yeah.
OG colorways.
This?
Nasty.
That one I'd be fine with. That's one that Greg has.
Nasty.
Oh, this one.
Nasty.
Eventually, I'll get the right picture.
Eventually.
No, that's the one that Greg has.
Fam, what's
Damn,
up,
which one
bro?
are you putting on the
The
list?
red one.
Oh, that's the one I like. Red and blue?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't say red and blue, did you?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did?
Yeah, red, blue, and yellow.
I like the red, blue, and I like that one better, but I would put this one in first over it. I would put that one in first over it.
That's one that Greg has.
I understand
The
that.
orange
Would you-
and blue. Or
would you
orange
put
and
it
green.
over
Bro, I
it?
got it in the car right now in the trunk.
You want to sell it?
Nope. But it's filthy now.
I'm trying to call it.
God, that the side of those are so bad. Like
Yeah,
when
they
you
get
wear
bad.
them. Man, I don't know what that material is. Fine, I put the Sakai waffle on there right now. Just have to change. I got Jordan 7 Bordeaux's. I don't know how that's not on there.
Wait, you put it in there?
That's one of mine right now. I'm saying Semple says Sakai. I'm saying
No, I know.
Jordan
You
7
put
Bordeaux.
Sakai's done now?
Yeah, I put it
Okay,
on there.
All right.
Jordan 7 Bordeaux.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
so.
going to say no to that.
How the heck is that not on there?
Kidding me?
Kidding me. All right.
I'm going to say another one that's going to surprise the listeners. It surprised you too.
Gonna floor them.
Air Force One Low, Kith, Hawaii.
Already?
And if you want to put linens, fine. I don't think linens not in there.
Linens
either.
over that.
Not the Kith version though. The
OGs.
original
I don't
OG
care.
Japan.
Pick one.
Now we're gonna go with linen.
I like Hawaii's better, but one of those got to be in there.
I feel like we've
I
had
think
linens
you gotta
on there
buy
before.
Hawaii's because that seems to be the most consistent Air Force One that you've liked
I can't.
in your life.
They're too expensive. Damn, if I've spent that much money on a shoe I don't even like,
You go to Hawaii.
yes, I had to wear it there
Let's go AF1 linen.
with my white.
Okay.
With my
I
one
do
Hawaii
have that
shirt.
on my list, and we can make some changes. What else you got, Simple?
Off-white Jordan 4.
Yes.
It's already in there.
No, the only off-white in there is off-white
Off-white
Chicago
Jordan
1.
4 is in there.
No, it's not.
I looked on the
It is.
website.
It's in there.
And you haven't updated it, like I
yes,
said.
I did. Y'all don't know how to use websites.
Yes, the
huh?
internet. Y'all don't know how to use the internet.
Damn, it's already in there.
Where?
This
I'm
is
looking
why-
at the sneaker
This
disc.
is why it's on page 3.
The Sneaker Disc Hall of Fame.
This is why. This is why I send the list ahead of time so you guys can take a
No,
look at it.
I had it up while I was making it.
You must got the beta page that you didn't publish.
Yes.
It's not on page 3 on this.
Hold on. It's on page.
No, it's not. Not on
Stop.
there.
Let me look.
It's not in
Stop
here.
it.
It's not on there.
Then it's
I
on
told
page 4.
You
No,
didn't
it's
update
not.
it, bro.
It's not in here at all.
Oh, shite.
Yes, it absolutely. I had it on my list too. My
Hold
list that I
on.
just made during the show.
Damn, I just saw this. I think something wrong with the service here. They won't load the color off white.
Yes. It's on page 5, but it's translucent.
Dang, I guess that joint ain't on here.
I told you.
You agree with that, George?
Yes, 100%. It's on my list that I just made while we were since we've been here.
Allegedly.
How did that not
I mean, I knew when you said it. I said yes, didn't I?
off white? Simple.
Rest in peace.
I got Oh, he did die. I forgot.
More.
I forgot.
Bro, what?
I'm about to say what? I got
Greg just found out.
I
Breaking
got
news.
Yeezy 350 Beluga.
I have that on my list. I 100% agree. That's the best V. That's the best
Be on
V2.
there.
That's the best Beluga.
I would
I
have
mean,
been
the best
fine
350.
With, I would have been fine with Zebra if anybody said it too. But
No, that's
Beluga
Beluga's the
has
best
to go in there.
350.
George, you agree?
Damn, what are these Adidas? These suck.
What?
What he texted.
I saw the pair that I bought from you for my 30th birthday.
What pair is that?
The Belugas.
You said
Oh,
only
that's
2
right.
out of 3 got to
Wish
agree.
I had 'em.
mean, I wouldn't disagree. I just think we got to figure out. We got
That wasn't my 30th birthday.
5, 6, 7.
That couldn't have been my 30th.
We only
No,
got
that was my
7 on
30.
here.
That must have been like my 34th birthday.
It was something like that because 30. I don't even think they
That was a long
existed.
time ago.
That was a long time ago.
All right, so that's on there. I can delete that picture.
I bought those Pirate Blacks and Salmon Toes.
I'm gonna say another one that
Bars.
the listeners are gonna be surprised, and you gonna be surprised.
I've sold you a lot of stuff I regret.
I sold you Independence Day 5s. I mean, come on, bro.
Man, if you don't stop. I bought the worst pack of all time from him. I bought Kamikaze's Independence Day 5s and something else. That was the worst deal of all time. I sold him Black Toe Jordan 1s, Salmon Toe Kith with the entire box kit.
No,
I sold him.
homage.
No, I didn't sell him Homage. I sold him Salmon
Oh,
Toes.
no.
And then I sold him, what else I sell you? I've sold you nothing but Belugas. I've sold you nothing but Heat.
Yes or no?
Belugas. I can't see it.
Yeah, you can.
What is it?
You need glasses.
New Balance? No.
New Balance 992 Joe Freshga is the first one.
No, those. I got my.
Already?
No.
You hate that one.
Well, I just said I'm gonna say one that's gonna surprise you.
No. I
Yeah,
don't
but
want
you
those.
hate it. Why would you do that?
We don't want
Still
those.
got to be respected.
No, we don't want those.
Fam, you don't respect it.
I
You
no,
trash that
no,
sneaker.
respect.
Woo.
Hey.
You trash that sneaker more than anything. The entire All-Star break.
Respect the creativity in the shoe and dislike the shoe is 2 different things.
You absolutely hate it.
I hate the shoe, but I respect everything about the shoe.
I'm gonna put that right here on the side. What's it called? 992?
No emotions are emotions. Joe Fresh Goods. I don't know. The 992 from All-Star Break. I have no idea.
We're gonna put that on JFG. We're gonna put that on the side right there because I have
At
a hard
least-
time putting something in that you hate in the Hall of Fame,
No, I don't.
Hall of Flames.
Fam, I respect that it's universally, almost universally loved, and him making it. And I respect the whole thing, but I don't like it. I'm not gonna wear it unless he wants to send me a free pair, even though I dislike all his designs.
You hate all his stuff. Simple. What else you got? You got
Nah,
anything
Salehi
else?
stuff is better, but that's all right.
I've got
About that.
So we did
It
some high
is.
waffle blue.
You just like that one model we all hate.
I mean,
You're the only one who likes it. He might like it.
Y'all are gonna hate on this one, but it's the greatest LeBron 9 low that exists. LeBron 9 low Miami Nights.
I don't even know what that looks like.
There's only one. There's no other. Come on. The one that you kept spreading out them false rumors that there's a warehouse with secret pairs.
Rumors.
I
don't think those are Miami Nights, are they? Aren't those just Miamis?
Miami Nights.
I thought Miami Night was the dark color one.
They're both Miami Nights. That's what we were like, yo, they went from that Miami Night low to the dark colored Miami Night in the 9 version.
I think that's a made up story. You know?
When Miami Nights came out, you was running around spread.
Yeah, I would be fine putting that on the list.
You were running
because that's
spread.
A universally loved shoe.
Mad false rumors.
Even though it didn't sell this time.
He was running around saying that there was a secret warehouse.
Somebody told me
full
that.
Of Miami Nights. Full of Miami Night lows at the street. Now, he may have been right because that may have been what they just released. Them was in an air-conditioned, temperature-controlled warehouse because them joints right now, it's insane to see some of these LeBrons that big bangs at the outlets. Come on, big bangs.
Different era.
Come on.
Y'all, listen, every year you guys talk about what the new pants are. Baggy pants one year, slim pants the next. It's the same thing.
Fam, big bangs at the outlet. Now, do y'all think
LeBron Palmers for like $60?
LeBron Palmers, come on.
Wait till they release the second colorway, fam.
They might as well. They should release those.
No, they need to release those camo friends and family LeBron 8 lows.
Fam, they might as well.
War vets.
Because
if they release those, I'm copping.
You ain't copping.
I'm copping. I've been talking about, fam, there ain't nobody on this show that's been talking about war vets more.
Time.
But what's the name won't let it happen?
Who?
Bill Knight?
The man we don't
like.
The
military?
Oh, well, that too, maybe.
Yes, they're agree. LeBron didn't
Superman.
Serve. LeBron supported Cap.
I don't like Superman's alter ego, man.
Who, Clark?
That was his shoe. He was the one who made it.
Wait, what?
War
I think
Vets,
I remember that.
War Vets was his shoe.
When they had that show, him and
Bankston.
Russ Bankston, that show was called Quick Strike. I remember. I think they talked about that.
I thought you were talking about a different war hero.
No, man. Him. He's not a war hero. The shoe is called War Vet, but it was his.
I thought you were talking about a different war hero.
You're a moron, bro.
That's General Patton.
You're trying to whisper to me off camera and stuff to figure out who it is. I'm talking about Clark Kent. I don't like you. He knows I don't like him.
His niece or whatever found out I don't like him.
He came on the show one time. Your whole opinion changed.
You right.
We felt that way about him anyways.
He was nice to me.
Nah, that's not true.
He wasn't nice to you. Yeah, you didn't say nothing. Well, while he tried to give me the business, pause. Just staring at me like.
I don't like him, and you don't like Jumpman.
No, Jumpman doesn't like me.
You and Jumpman got to fight.
That was funny, and that was your fault.
Basement full of
Actually,
J's.
all of that was your fault.
That his name should be different. It should be Basement.
Bro, that's why I don't drink Bud Light limes no more.
All of that was your fault. All of it. I got OG Pharrell NMDs.
Which color? Oh, yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, okay. Nice. Thanks, gang.
Banana feet.
I don't disrespect those.
Y'all don't like any of those anymore.
I wear NMDs to work every day.
Yeah, but you don't wear the Pharrell model
I don't
NMDs.
own them.
Oh, you could.
I remember when you
Very
had the black
low.
ones and lost them to Rocio's brother. You were so angry.
Yeah, I lost those on a bet, stupid Cowboys, and I lost my Tiffany Asics to you in a bet.
Mm-hmm.
What was that bet?
The draft that you took Jay
I'll
Cutler.
never sell you another sneaker or ever again in my life. He got my Kobe Rice 6s.
No, I didn't get those.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
I sold them to you at your house.
No, I promise you I don't have those.
I sold them to you at your house. Yes, I did. I specifically
I've
came
never
to
had
pick
'em.
you up, and you got them out my trunk.
No, I've never had them. I promise you. I've never had Kobe Rice 6s.
Do you know what Kobe Rice 6 is? You had
The
them.
gradient ones. No, I never did.
And you did something. You must have stolen them from me then. I want them back.
I've never had them.
Semple got heat from me.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I never had them.
Fives, which was all patent leather, and one of them was yellowing. I got swindled.
Travis Scott low first. Travis Scott low. Jordan 1.
I have the high on my list.
High's not on here. None of them on here.
I like lows better. That's why I picked that one.
I have the high on my list, but I'd be willing to do the low.
Which one we want to do, low or high?
I mean,
One
you
of those
could do the
gotta
white
go.
and blue one for all I care, but I would pick the first one, OG.
Ooh, Oilers 4. Which one?
No, well, I didn't mean 4s,
I'll take
but you
any
could
of
put
them.
that on there too.
I'll take.
He was the only one who liked that one at the time, so
The 4s?
we both
Only
got to
one.
shut up about that.
He
The
was.
4s?
Semple is low key a visionary sometimes.
Twice.
Genius.
Twice ever.
No, 3
Oilers
times.
4s.
Wave runners.
And wave runners. That's
And-
it.
Yeah,
That's it.
And short shorts.
Noctas.
What?
Next year?
Man.
Next year? Next year, you can be like, oh, Semple's right about
Drake
Noctas.
out here running around ultra permanent. You talking about Drake shoes that are all one
Now
color.
hold on,
man.
I seen the
you
homie-
lost your ability to see the future.
Yeah, you lost it.
You had it for 2
You
shoes
had it for
and
a
you
while.
lost it, bro.
You had it for a while. You had the
You the
gift.
only human in America besides Kanye who thought the wave runners were fired.
Now
You
I
and
did
him.
see the homie Mike wearing a fit today on IG. Shout out to Mikey. And he had Noctas on. He had triple blacks on. Now, triple blacks to me is the worst of all the Noctas, but they didn't look too bad on his foot.
Don't do that.
The model isn't a bad model. It's just I don't understand Drake.
It was probably a gym pick.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
He don't wear his nice stuff to the gym.
I don't understand Drake and monochrome. I don't get why his stuff is always one color. It's either white or all
There's
black.
the black and yellow ones, too.
Man, stop, man. Them Pittsburgh Steelers joints, them suck.
Speaking of Mike's, is
Drake.
Mike Rich? He still exists?
Yeah, that's the homie.
Drake.
That's
Mike
the dog.
Rich.
He still
I like
listens
Mike
to
Rich.
Drake's
Mike
music,
Rich.
fire. Drake himself sucks.
I love Mike Rich. Mike Rich the dog. I
He
still
is.
watch his videos. Huh? Yeah, what did he do that Atlanta talk? I'm not from Atlanta.
I like Mike Rich.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I guess.
Hold on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
'cause everybody said
We
every
got
guess
a
at
lot
every
on here
shoe.
right now. Yeah, because we all know what we're talking about. This is the greatest sneaker podcast of all time. Look, I had copper foams on here.
And I thought that
wouldn't
was
have
already
been-
on the list.
Nope,
No,
only Royal foams and Galaxy foams.
Mirror foam should be on there just for the creativity standpoint.
There's only 3 more on my list that
I'll make a separate
somebody
Hall
else
of
didn't
Fame.
have.
I'm joking. I had Joey Fresh Goods.
You
and
should
Mirror
make a Hall of
Foams in it.
Flames that's shoes George hated at first and then came around. on.
Facts.
That's a completely different list.
Y'all got anything else to add to it?
The last
I
three
got 3 more.
The last 3 I have are
What you got, George?
Well, let him go first.
2002 R Protection Pack Gray,
I mean, I don't hate it,
Too
but
soon?
it seems too recent.
Way too early.
Taxi 12.
Taxi 12 isn't on there?
No, just the breads.
Well, playoffs are
Flu
on there,
games.
though, aren't they?
Flu games. That's it, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe playoffs.
Taxi
I don't think
should
playoffs
definitely
are
be
either.
in.
Taxis. I'm going to write it here and we're going to think about it.
And then the
Wait a
last one I
second,
have
really?
is Forrest Gump Cortez.
Oh.
Oh, the original four.
OGs.
I was like, wait, what?
Oh, I thought he meant the Sakai.
No, the
Oh.
OGs.
All right. You,
I'm kind of liking that Cortez pick. I feel it disrespectful not to have a Cortez on there. And if there's anyone you're gonna put on there, it's probably Forrest
Gotta be that
Gump.
one, right?
I mean,
wait,
Forrest
what
Gump
shoe?
did have
Oh,
one.
yeah, flu games are the man. Taxis and playoffs should be in.
Did you
before
get
flu games,
the?
to me.
Did you end up getting the Union Cortezes?
Yeah.
Both of them?
I just got the
All
brown
4 of them?
ones. Nope, I got the brown. I got the brown ones and the gray blue ones.
I like the brown ones.
Brown
They,
ones are
they
fine.
need new laces.
If
They
Shaq
need
Gnosis
new
aren't in
laces.
here, the other ones should be in here too. Shaq Attack.
I need to find laces for those.
Now, some of these ones we've talked about just didn't get voted in. These have been on ballots.
Yeah, they've
before.
been on.
We
yeah.
put Shaq Gnosis in. We had to because nobody will vote for that. Most of our listener base is
6
way
years
younger
ago,
than us.
They might have.
Fam, they way younger than we are.
Look, what y'all want to go in?
I still got 3 more.
All right, what you got?
Well, you know I'm putting this on there. Russ Pinks.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna write it down.
What is wrong with you? Why do
Russ
you?
Pink Soul Flies.
Why do you?
This
They
right
came out
here.
the Russ Pink and the Igloo.
Why do you do that every year?
Literal legend shoe. What are you talking about?
Why is it legend?
Because it was part of the first Art Basel pack,
Man,
Okay.
if you don't
and
stop.
people love it. Like, what do you mean? You the only person I know does like it.
Only people that love it is you and Skate.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a reason why it's 8,000. Because only me and Skate love it.
That's why.
Because there's 2 pairs and you can beat them up.
What else you got?
You're gonna say too soon for this, but Dunk Low, Casina, Neptune, or if you want to put Turbo Green, Jordan 1.
Nah,
Turbo G.
One of
green.
those should be on there.
nah.
Those are super fire. Hey,
Of
there's
course
one
they
that
are.
there's a women's one that's not the same color?
Isn't it blue?
No, it's that color.
Oh, but it's not a casino, right? It's just a regular Dunk, right?
Yeah, but it has
I
like a
don't know.
double swoosh on it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It has a red one, like a red double swoosh or something. A little
What's
one.
the color? What's the color on that called?
Neptune green.
Neptune green. Doom, doom.
This or Turbo. What is it? Turbo Green should be on the list.
If Jim Reds won't get in, I
said-
refuse to let Turbo Green.
He said
in.
fire. What?
You know how long I put Jim Reds on the ballot and won't nobody vote for them? Jim Reds are extreme fire, and they're better than Turbo Greens.
They're
And
not
I
bet-
love Turbo Greens.
They're not better than Russ Pinks.
Man, will you stop with Rust Pink? Bleach Coral Lows are better than Rust Pinks.
Who?
Oh, yeah. I see where you're going.
And they're like $160.
The pink ones that just came out the lows.
Guys, turn the light out on us.
The Bleach Coral Lows is better.
Oh, bleach coral. I think you said bleach curl. I was like, what is that?
Yeah,
Dang, if they lock the doors, we're going to have to make bank 8 weeks worth of episodes. We'll have to just change shirts.
And then the last one, you smoke.
You don't think the Bleach Coral Low, same color as Rust Pink, is better than the high?
Oh, the Jordan. I thought you were about the girls' dunk that's coming out.
Man, I'm talking about the Jordan.
It's basically the same
Which
thing,
one's better?
just blocked differently.
Which one's better?
I like lows, so I mean, but
Lows is better.
But what? Now ask me if Rust Pinks was in a low, which one would I like better? Rust Pink.
How would you do a Rust Pink and a low?
It'd be Bleach Coral.
Exactly like
It'd be
Rust
bleach
Pink.
coral.
No, it wouldn't, because the toe box is pink on that shoe. How would you do a Rust Pink low? Exactly as the high. You freak.
How would you do it? He should have put up the schematics. He put up the
The last one I have is Sean Clivers.
Was it you have?
Suck.
Whoa,
I think they're sick.
Whoa, those suck.
No,
I love that shoe.
Hold on. In pictures and stuff like that, it's one of the and I've worn mine to the ground. It's one of the most tackiest sneakers of all time.
I love that shoe.
Oh, no. I like it. I love it. Christmas shoe. I get it. But that shoe in person is so tacky, it's not even funny.
Why?
It's white gray with a gold swoosh.
No.
And the outsole is
no.
fire.
It's everything that you hate. The colors are cool. It's velvet, silk, suede,
No,
leather,
that's not everything
cotton,
I hate.
flakes, glitter, gold. It's literally every single thing you could possibly think of in one
The
sneaker.
colorway is wearable, so it can't be tacky if it's
All right,
wearable.
when I bring them in for the holidays, you go get a
You
gander.
better spray them first.
I wore them joints to the ground. I wore them
Spray
barefoot.
the inside of them.
I wore them
joints.
joints barefoot. I skated in them joints. I was skating around the block in them too. Well, I thought I was tight, and I didn't have a shirt on.
All right.
Facts. Look, what else you got, Semple? That's it.
That was it.
So look, this is what we got on the list right now. Air Force One linen. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, gang. Stussy Dunk.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Newcastle.
I would say yes, but if you want to do Stussy instead, I'm fine with
I
it.
say Stussy
But
instead.
if not, I'm gonna say Newcastle next time.
Well, we'll come back to it. We got other ones listed. Sakai Waffle. I say no to Sakai Waffle.
I would say
Right
on the
now.
side for now.
Okay, leave it on the side for now. I got Jordan 7 Bordeaux.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
yes. That's a what does Stone Cold say? Hell yeah. That's
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Jordan 4. Jordan
Why
4.
does that desk look like it's about to fall apart in the middle? Is it spread too far? You see what I'm talking about? His eyes got big.
Yeah, I thought it was about to fall down.
Is it spread too far?
Look at it. Like the legs are out like this.
Because it only got wheels on that side.
Either all the
It's
weight is
bowed.
in the middle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But why
Yeah.
does it look like that?
Because the wheels are on the outside edges. They
Don't spread it so far. That's
there's
the
no
point.
wheels under there.
They need a block.
Jordan 4 off-white.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Okay. Settle down, George. Beluga 350 V2.
I say yes.
I say yes. We're talking about 350s here.
It's the best 350.
I want to hear the rest of the list first.
Okay. Jordan 1 Rust Pinks. No.
No.
I would put Beluga before that, but I would say yes on Rust Pink, obviously.
We got,
Obviously.
I can't.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Memphis Nike heist. We got to talk about that real quick.
Wait, we
talk
got
about
one
that.
thing at a time.
Hold on.
Relax, you. I
OG
just saw a picture of the shoe that got stolen. That's why I brought it up.
OG Cortez. Forrest Gumps.
I say yes.
I say yes.
Yeah, I would put that before a lot of that stuff.
Okay. We got 4 right now. Jordan 12 Taxi.
Yeah, of
I would say
course.
yes.
Yes, of course.
To me,
Okay.
Taxi 12 and Playoff 12.
NMD OG Pharrell.
I
Yellow.
would say yes because
Yeah,
that's the best
I'm fine
NMD.
with that.
I say yes. LeBron James Miami Knights.
I mean, I'm not saying no to it, but not ahead of some of those other ones.
So let's go back then.
Oh, that's
Newcastle?
it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I thought there was another
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry. There's Joy Fresh Goods. If your heart is into it, if it's not, we cool.
Nish nish.
Whatever it's called. But hold on. Right now, we got Newcastle.
I thought he
Sakai
said
Waffle.
yes on, what you call it?
On what?
Oh, no, never mind.
I'm going to go back and say yes on Sakai Waffle.
Okay.
Newcastle, I think I'm going to say yes to that too. Oh, hold on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right now, we got 8 on the list. We need one
9?
more. We need 9.
And it's between
It's
Newcastle.
Those are options. Just put 350 in.
Beluga?
Yeah.
You fine with that?
Yep.
Let's do 350 Beluga. Run down the list real quick. You got 9 to vote for. I'm sorry, you get 3 options. You get 3 sneakers to vote out of 9 for those who listen to this podcast. Go to the thesneakdis.com. We got Air Force One linen. We got Stussy Dunk. We got Sakai Waffle, the blue red. We got Jordan 7 Bordeaux. I wish we would have put a Travis 1 in there, though. I do think.
Did we not?
You didn't read it.
You didn't read it.
Oh, I didn't read it. Travis
You
1.
freak.
Want to put one in?
I want it on there.
Okay, what we taking out?
You can take out.
Hold on. Let me read the list first, and then we can take one out. So I say Air Force 1 linen, Stussy Dunk, Sakai Waffle, Jordan 7 Bordeaux, Taxi 12, NMD OG Yellow Pharrell, Jordan 4 Off-White, and Beluga 350 right now. What comes out?
You didn't say
for
Cortez.
Travis? Oh, I'm sorry. And Cortez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And OG Cortez. What comes out for Travis?
I mean, probably the Sakai.
Sakai?
Or one of the Jordans.
I would say Taxi 12s.
Okay.
To me.
Yeah, take that out.
George, anything?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, Travis should be on there because if Travis has no shoes in,
Yeah, let's go Travis.
No, there's a. Is there not a Travis Scott in there at all?
no.
No.
Because it would be the OG one before anything.
And I would prefer the lows, but I'm going to just put high.
Well, the 4 was first.
High was
Huh?
the first.
I'm gonna wear those
The
4s.
4 might be the first shoe, but it wouldn't go over the 1.
Next episode, I'm wearing my 4s.
Must be nice.
I only paid $225 for them. That's when y'all were sleeping.
Whatever. You got that up from somebody, that price. He wouldn't. It's not like there was a readily available at that price.
Got
No, I paid
Warren
$200 for
Moon.
those. I paid $250.
Listen
I
to
paid
him.
$250 for the other pairs.
Whatever.
All right, I'm going down the list real good one more time. Air Force 1 linen, Stussy Dunk, Sakai Waffle, Jordan 7 Bordeaux, OG Cortez, NMD OG Yellow Pharrell, Jordan 4 Off-White, Beluga 350, and Jordan High Travis Scott. Good job, gang. Go to thesneakdisc.com and vote now. All right, yes. Gang. Week 1 NFL, fam.
Hold on. Nike.
Hold on,
Nike,
Nike
heist.
Nike heist at Memphis.
I mean, it must have been Josh's signatures.
Oh, I never even seen this picture that Semple just sent.
What is it?
The dunk, that women's dunk or whatever. I've never seen that before. The one with the 2 swooshes. Anyways,
SC 85. What makes it an 85?
I don't know. What's her name posted it yesterday on the for sale. Rerun. That's a dope store, by the way.
I haven't been. It's
I like
too far.
Rerun. They got dope merch.
The merch is cool. I will say that. I like the
store.
hats and stuff they have in there.
Yeah.
It's dope. The merch is actually really fire.
Super
I've never
fire.
been to the store, but
damn.
Nice guys too. Very nice.
too far from my blood.
Yeah, that is that's a drive for you.
Look, Jordan Nike heist or whatever took place
What was
in
it?
Memphis. I
It
don't
says
know.
multiple Nike trailers ransacked in Memphis over the weekend, and then like a lot of either known resellers or known criminals or whoever in Memphis, a lot of their IGs, people posting pictures of shoes that aren't out yet for sale. So the speculation was that they were, obviously them cats were all involved. And then there's like pictures of the trailers with all the shoe boxes and stuff strewn all over.
People who tell themselves so fucking
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Well, that's what I said. My
That's some
tweet
dope
today
shit.
was self-snitching is at an all-time high and actual snitching about to be at an all-time high. And Mark Zuckerberg is part of the Fed team because all he did was buy IG and everyone was like, oh, let's go post all our heists on IG.
Once he started doing live, once you can start doing live of what you're doing, that's when stuff got out of control. People started breaking into houses while
Yeah.
live. I've seen people kicking doors while going live.
That's the video supposedly of all the trailers like open with stuff just strewn on the ground.
I seen cats like circling boxes. Fam, the woman was. Yo, sneakerheads really need help. No,
Yeah,
no
they do.
joke. They really need help.
Yeah, you talk
Like,
about psychological help. I don't believe in it.
how
but they
many
should.
years have I been coming on this podcast talking about sneakers is mental health? Sneakers is mental health issues.
All that and all they posted was some black chrome 6 highs on their feet.
No,
They
yeah,
had
no,
cherry
yeah,
11s,
yeah,
cherry
red
11s,
11s or white and red
purple-
11s,
purple
and then the
fours.
purple women's purple 4s or Medley-Vins or women's.
Canyon fours, and then the cement navies, I think.
Bro,
Navy
that
blue
ain't worth
cement.
going to jail over.
Well, obviously not. But I mean, that's the reason why people
Those
think it's a
ain't worth
heist
it?
is because
What's worth
those-
it?
Going to jail over?
Yeah, what sneakers are worth
Well,
breaking
yeah.
into a truck for? Look at you.
No, I think he's saying like as far as like
Freddy
No.
Krueger
criminal enterprise.
Freddy Krueger does.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
as far as the criminal enterprise, of course.
Oh, somebody came up to my table at the show and was like, "So were you the one that had the theft happen to you?" I guess somebody was in there stealing. I don't even know how you do that
In the car show?
In the car show, but yeah.
I mean, you can just slight-handed tricks.
Have you got? You better be.
What do magicians do? They have you look.
But
over
I
here.
mean, why would like if you steal like a $20 card from me, it's whatever. But for you to call security or whatever, it got to be something that's high dollar. No?
I mean,
If you had a card miss,
don't even say that
show?
because you know you don't believe.
Would you
that.
even know?
What do you mean?
You wouldn't believe if you knew somebody was if somebody got you for a $20 card, boy, you'd probably tear that place in half. So don't act.
Nah.
Like,
Put him through a table.
boy, I'd rip that place, and I don't care what that card is worth. It's just the principle off of it. A $20 card, that's a lot. Now, if you would have said a $5.25 little box thing, whatever.
Listen, I agree with you on principle of most things, but what do you mean? You ain't flipping that. We talk all the time about the friends we have that do stupid stuff over like things that don't matter. You ain't flipping that joint apart
You're
for
right,
$20.
but you know when your emotions get into it, at
Yeah.
that moment, you can be a part of that stupid stuff too. Because I've flipped over a couple tables at pizza places before. I've done some things before in my life that you'd be like, oh, that was stupid. Look, man, charge it to the game. They broke it to the trucks. It is what it is.
Well,
all right?
Nike's stupid for whatever they did. And then the
I mean,
other
were the
thing
trucks
was
just sitting there in a yard?
Sneaker Detective, that tweet I sent you. Man,
And how do they
if
know
you
that shit
don't
was in there?
shut up, Sneaker Detective.
God,
Huh?
man.
How'd they know that shit was in there?
Well, that's what that tweet was about. He was like, they had copies of the bills of lading or whatever. Like, shut
They had
up.
to.
Shut up. Like, what are you talking about? Just say it's an inside job. You ain't got to say bills of lading and all that stuff. Like,
But a
shut
bill
up.
of lading doesn't say the fucking truck it's on.
Correct. Which is why it's stupid.
He needs a uniform, though.
He
Like
needs a new task.
Like
That's what
he needs a task
and
force.
some friends.
All right, he needs a task force.
He's a detective?
He is an
He thinks he
actual
is.
Private
sneaker
eye?
police officer detective.
yeah,
He's a
private
real
eye.
private eye. You know?
Oh, a private eye knocked on our door on a Sunday morning or yesterday.
A real one?
Well, I mean, I don't know what's a real private eye. He's not
Do
like.
you have a magnifying glass?
What'd you do?
Yes, he was
Yeah.
like this.
Did he have one of those hats?
He rang the doorbell. He
He
rang
had
the
that.
doorbell. Yeah, he had that Inspector Gadget. He rang the doorbell, and I was like, kind of by the front room, and I was like, I said, Hannah, are you expecting anyone? She was like, nope. I'll answer it on the ring. So she clicked on the thing. I was talking to him through the ring, and he was like, so do you guys know the owners of the house across the street? Man, I'm not giving no information out to some random weirdo, even if they say they're a private eye. But he was talking to Hannah about the owners because I guess it's an Airbnb or something. And he was like, yeah, there's people from whatever, blah, 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 looking for him. Like, no, man, we don't know him. And even if we did, we wouldn't tell you anything.
Yeah,
But
I
it
ain't
was
telling
funny.
him nothing.
He was like a private detective.
Greg would have told him everything.
I wouldn't have told him nothing.
Greg would have went out there like, oh, yeah, this is him. This
That
is Social
was
Security.
funny.
I would've
She
said,
said
I don't
I
live
didn't
here.
see the picture of him, but she said on the ring he had a crazy beard. He looked like ZZ Top. I started laughing.
You were in disguise, huh?
Oh, is Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Probably.
Dog the bounty.
I know
hunter.
it, dog. Is Dog that bounty hunter not dead?
Nah, he's
No,
still
I mean,
I
bounty.
know what he looked, fam. He's okay.
He's still kicking indoors.
No, I
Dog
don't
the
think he's
Bounty
doing
Hunter.
that.
I don't think Dog the Bounty Hunter is a private detective. He's just out there to grip you up.
No, he's a bounty hunter. I know what's it called?
Yeah,
A Bond Bellsman.
but he ain't. Private Eye is out there to like take pictures and do sneaky stuff.
Yeah,
So
they
Dog
like-
out there trying to grip you up.
Yeah, a private eye don't touch you. Like a private eye, a private eye, they just, they come with those manila folders and say, do you want this or not? What I'm about to show you in this folder is going to change your life forever. Do you want it or not? And then the person says yes, and they open it up and they be like, no, she's cheating on me.
Cheaters.
That's what it is. Found one episode of Cheaters. They keep retweeting that where that guy punched a girl in the face. She said, be a man.
Some of these
Punched her in the
tweets,
face.
some of these tweets about that Nike heist are funny. This cat said there was a school in Memphis. The entire boys basketball team had stolen shoes from Nike Memphis, and police went to the locker room and took all the shoes. So they told their friends, "We got to borrow your shoes to finish the game." And somebody replied to the tweet with the picture of the shoe.
Stupid.
Oh my God, that's Memphis for you.
A private eye called timeout and said,
It's
"Take
Nike's
these
The
fault,
home
though.
of Devin Booker.
Why are you allowing people to know where the trailer's at and why you got them unattended?
Why are trailers just sitting in the yard?
Yep.
That many of them. Regardless if it was Nike shoes in there, somebody gonna break in them trailers one day. Like, come on. Like, man, I'm surprised they left such a mess. Like, I don't understand why they were in such a panic because clearly wasn't nobody around. I would have scooped up everything. They probably just couldn't
Well,
carry
some
it
of
all.
the shoes were whack. Like somebody took a picture where it showed the style code.
Yeah, it was
and
some whack
And
stuff.
they were like, it would be funny if this is the only shoe they got away with, and it was like some trainer with a strap.
I saw some like women's like
Yeah.
workout sneakers or something like
Yeah.
that. Let's do week 1 NFL so we can get out of here dude, because it's late. Week 1 NFL. So are you officially a Panthers fan or is this just a,
I'm on a
Baker
no, you're
Mayfield
not.
fan?
I'm on a 1-year contract.
No, you're not.
We're gonna see what happens.
So what if the Browns get to the
one-year
Browns
contract.
get to the Super Bowl?
I didn't realize
I'm not a Browns
Thursday
fan.
night.
Yeah,
I'm gonna root
right.
against it actually.
Yeah, right.
I didn't realize Thursday night was an actual good game. When was the last time we didn't have like
Good game of
Raiders and some whack team on Thursday night?
It's too early for this one. It should be Raiders Jacksonville.
You like the Raiders?
You know, not even Raiders anymore. That's Raiders have surpassed that. It should be probably Panthers Jaguars. It should be some lame.
Cleveland.
It should be.
That's must see
Dang,
TV.
you don't even respond no more when you clown the Browns.
Because fam, we got
gets
Browns,
real.
we got Browns Panthers this week, and we got Broncos Seahawks this week. They got some pretty good little backstories type stuff.
Oh yeah.
And we got Cowboys, Tom Brady, them. We got some pretty good stuff this week. Bills Rams.
I can't believe it's Thursday night game.
I can't believe. Now I don't consider opening night that big of a deal. Besides just for me personally loving football, but to me the Super Bowl champs should be playing Sunday night, not
Right.
Thursday or maybe even Monday football, whatever, but not Thursday night football for the Super Bowl champs.
When was the first year that Thursday night games were all year?
Sunday night? All right. I'm not going to say Sunday night's a bad game. You just hate the Cowboys, so I just assume
I don't hate the Cowboys. They're just going to
you know what I mean. I assume they're whack. Cardinals Chiefs should have been Sunday night game.
Heck no, because the Cardinals about to go out there and get ran in circles.
Yeah. Cardinals about to
That
be
sucks. That sucks.
Cardinals about to be like
first.
4-13.
Chiefs and
Yeah.
Cardinals are
Cowboys about to be 6 and something.
Chiefs and Cardinals at least are inter-conference game though, like where you I don't know, look at it differently.
Well, what's the games this week? Say the games this week.
Thursday, we just gonna say it and then pick, right?
Make
Bills,
our picks,
Rams.
just like always.
Bills Rams Thursday night league opener. I can't believe potentially the best two teams in the entire league playing on opening night, which is goofy. Bills right now are favored by 2.5.
Where's it at? In Buffalo?
In LA.
In LA, Rams.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Buffalo too.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
I think
Rams should win.
I think the Bills are winning the Super Bowl, but
Von Miller resigned. He left.
No, he went to Buffalo.
He's on Buffalo.
So he's going back to
Oh,
play
yeah, I'm
the
gonna take
Bills
Buffalo.
in a
I'm
game.
gonna take Buffalo.
Revenge game.
For revenge. Yes, he won a Super Bowl. What is he getting revenge for? I think the Bills win the Super Bowl, but I'm going to pick Rams just because first game of the season and you're at home, you sleeping in your own bed and stuff is more comfortable. That stuff
They
matters.
get their rings too, right?
You are not a sharp.
Do they do that?
All right.
Do they get their rings and stuff like that? Or is that just NBA opening night?
I would imagine they would, but
I don't know how that works.
And Von Miller's going to get one in a Bills uniform.
Then he's gonna get a sack.
I'm going to go with Rams just for this game.
I'm gonna go Bills. What's next?
Eagles, Lions, 10 a.m. on Sunday. Eagles favored by 4.
Lions.
Everybody going to pick Lions because they're on our docks.
I'm gonna just go Lions because it's at home.
I'm gonna go Lions because games they shouldn't had no business being in last year they were in.
Yeah, but they still lost them though.
They still lost them, but I don't think the Eagles are that good of a football team.
I don't know.
Don't forget
yet.
they got A.J. Brown.
I don't know yet. I can't tell you what I think about the
I'm going to
Eagles.
say, if I had to bet it, I'm going to say Lions +4, but I'm going to pick Eagles to win. Next game, Colts at Texans, 10 a.m. Sunday. Colts favored by a touchdown.
I'm going to go Colts.
I'm going to go Colts as well. Texans cover the 7, though. 7's a lot in the NFL.
I wouldn't be shocked
What's the
if
name
Texans
is a good
win,
quarterback.
though.
Who was Texas?
Wait, what?
Davis Mills.
He's a what?
I said he was good last year. I didn't say he was bad.
I feel like we had a different discussion.
No.
I know what we originally discussed, but I feel like I know we talked
No,
about
hold
pressure.
on. Before you say anything, your thing was Davis Mills has a lot of pressure because he needs to keep the job. And my thing was Mac Jones has pressure because he plays literally for the Patriots.
Okay. But I don't
With
think
the
you
expectation
thought
to win.
Mills was good.
No, I did.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't expect. I would say this. I didn't expect him to come back and be the starter the next year. But who knew they wouldn't draft a quarterback?
I didn't know that either. Expect that either.
So
but I got Colts.
Yeah, I would pick Colts to win. Matt Ryan there was going to be interesting. I don't know. I think he's still kind of like panic pocket man, but
I mean, I don't understand how all
their
these
best
we're talking
linebackers
about
out, but
the last 3 to 5 years. People have picked the Colts to be a surprise Super Bowl team for the last 3 to 5 years. They get Matt Ryan and silence. No one's saying a single. I'm like, this is literally what we've been waiting for. Like,
Well, they had Phillip Rivers, who's
they had Phillip
well,
Rivers.
but the funniest thing about that was you said that was the year you either picked them to go or not go. First week they were up 21-3 on Minnesota or something, and ended up losing the game. They looked like world beaters coming out with Rivers, and then lost the first game out of some crazy comeback, and then after that first loss, they had won 6-7 games in a row, something like that.
And then
Phillip Rivers and Donovan McNabb are two of the most underrated quarterbacks of all time.
Phillip Rivers, the most underrated dad of all time.
14 kids.
Underrated seaman. Huh?
Not even Mormon. He just did it because he wanted to. He just did it because he
did it because he wanted to.
He just did it because he wanted to.
to.
He didn't even have to. He just loved being a dad.
There's a crazy sequence of comments from YouTube.
Third game, 10 a.m. Sunday. Semple's favorite team against Semple's second favorite team. Browns at Panthers.
You pick which is which.
Panthers -2.
Panthers.
I got Panthers as a surprise team this year because I like their defense and I like their wide receivers. I don't know about Baker Mayfield. I don't know. I got Browns winning that because Baker's going to be too high. He's going to be too high. He plays really well when he's got on some high emotional type things.
Did Deshaun accept the suspension, or is he?
Yeah, he's done.
Okay, so he's not playing.
Brissett,
it's official not playing that game.
Brissett starting. Right. He's on 10 game for what's his name.
Okay. Also, the interesting thing about Deshaun's suspension is that if he doesn't complete therapy and show remorse, like he has to be reinstated in the NFL.
Show remorse. Yeah. Like, what does that mean?
Therapy.
Go like wear a bow tie. Like,
say sorry, admit responsibility.
What's that movie where that guy says he's gonna go apologize to all his one night stands or whatever?
With that guy, Vince Vaughn. Was it? Oh no, he donated to a sperm bank. And
that's the dad movie.
Whatever that movie's called. I don't know.
Good luck, Chuck.
I have no idea. There's a movie where somebody goes apologizes to all their one night stand ladies or whatever. I don't remember.
Me neither.
So who you picking? Panthers?
Browns.
Panther pride.
Browns might. Browns might hurt.
Cop actual Panther gear.
He has a hat. He posted pictures. In the mail. He sent pictures in the thread. I was
all my Brown stuff is on eBay.
That's why.
If you need Brown stuff, go Semple0207 on eBay. It's all there.
That's why.
020.
That's why I said, because at first I was like, all right, we just joking, haha. And then he posted a picture of a hat and stuff in the thread, and I was like,
damn, it's impossible.
Okay, he spent $10 on a hat just to be funny. But if the Browns go to the Super Bowl this year, you're gonna be feeling funny.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, all right. If they win the Super Bowl, that means your fandom was a curse.
I'm going to pick Browns this weekend specifically because anytime a quarterback wants revenge, they always try way too hard.
Baker's
going to try way too hard.
Where are we watching it at? Cold Beers?
Yeah, we can watch it. I don't care. But Baker's going to try way too hard in that game.
Let's go somewhere this weekend.
Let's do it. I still owe you wings.
Bars.
Oh, yeah, we can go somewhere else then. I mean, they got wings too, but.
No, we're going to do that.
Next game, 10 a.m. 49ers favored by 7 at Bears.
Niners.
You thought twice about that. Niners playing early in Chicago? I don't know.
But Chicago sucks.
But Justin Fields is going to be nice.
Justin Fields.
He's going to be nice.
Sucks.
No, the last preseason game, he was like 14 for 16 throwing.
So Justin Fields versus what's
I think
San Francisco name?
He can't dress.
Trey Lance?
He definitely can't dress, but he's going to be a good quarterback. Fam, if you don't unlace your shoes.
You don't stop.
Justin Fields tying his shoes.
He
tied some
went to
Gucci's up like he was
State.
going to a track meet.
Is Max still in Chicago? Is Max still in Chicago?
No, he's in San Diego.
Now.
Well, whatever they are. I'm not ever gonna not say San Diego.
I'm never not saying San Diego either. I keep forgetting they play in the same arena as LA. That's stupid.
When did he go?
Especially now that you got a quarterback like Herbert.
He went to the Chargers. Yeah, Chargers.
There's no worse time than not have your own stadium when you got a franchise player like Herbert who could be one of the greatest of all time, and you don't got your own stadium. It's goofy. But look, the Justin Fields went to Ohio State. Period. I don't care. The track record still is more withstanding. Do I like Justin Fields? Sure. But they don't give him nothing. Chicago hasn't improved anywhere.
Well, they got worse because Allen Robinson left.
Fam, they lose their number one wide receiver. Then their O-line is – they got a little bit better than the O-line, but they still whack. Like, come on, man. There's no way. I got the 49ers winning 13-0.
I just don't know if Trey Lance is the real deal yet. So
we don't know.
Concern.
But Trey Lance is going to get you one run touchdown and maybe one pass touchdown. I got 13-0 Niners. Who you got, Semple?
Got to miss an extra point.
I do.
In San Francisco?
No, in Chicago.
It's early game.
I'm still saying Niners.
I got Niners.
I think if I had to bet it,
Debo's
I would take
the difference.
Bears plus 7, but the Niners win.
What?
Like he said, like Niners win like 9-3 or something like that, bro.
Debo is.
They're gonna be able to run the ball on. I drafted him in like
questionable.
almost every league. He's questionable, but it's not a bad injury.
Okay.
But I think Niners win just because they're gonna run the ball down Chicago Bears throat. Pause, but it's not like Niners are gonna come out and score 40.
Nah, 13-0.
Next game, 10 a.m. Jaguars at Commanders. Commanders minus. I'm glad we don't got to say football team no more. But
I don't like saying Commanders.
it's stupid, but at least we don't got to say football team.
Look, they
minus
command,
2.5.
Command skins.
I'm gonna say Redskins forever. So
look, I got Commanders. Commanders is a sleeper team of mine as well. I got them sleeping.
They're gonna stay asleep, I think.
I got Commanders over Jaguars.
Redskins always win at home, especially against bad teams. So I'm going Redskins, but
not
Trevor
believe
Lawrence
it.
is going to be
Stop,
good. Though. He's finally from under.
Stop. There is not enough proof or evidence that Trevor Lance, T-Law, whatever you want to call him, will be good in the NFL. There's a couple things here in the little flashes, but not enough to say that yet. To me,
that's why I'm giving my opinion.
Nah. No way.
Trevor Lawrence will be fired. Maybe not with that team. Maybe he'll go somewhere else, but he'll be fired.
It's rare a quarterback leaves the original team they're drafted from and gets better as well. It's rare.
No, he'll be
Drew
good
Brees.
there, but why would you re-sign with the Jags? That's the point.
Because that'll be the only team that'll want him. Drew Brees is a great example.
Smoking Sherm, bro.
King of that.
Drew Brees had a broken clavicle or something. Huh?
Yeah, he broke everything every single year. His best
Baker
year,
Mayfield.
His best
Baker
year in
Mayfield.
San Diego.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is worse than T-Law, man.
Baker Mayfield is worse than a lot of people.
You got to turn that on.
Baker Mayfield is top 5 quarterback in the
right
NFL.
there,
Yeah, it ain't got no charge in it. It's dead. I don't know.
Look at that smiley face.
What else we got?
So who'd you say? Commanders?
No, I got the Jaguars. Now that what's his name's gone.
Yeah, they got Christian
The
Kirk.
worst NFL head coach in history.
Yeah. He hits though.
Commanders win by 1 million, but what's his name? T-Law going to be fired there because he got a real coach now.
Bro, if you're 57 years old and you smashing 23-year-olds, God bless, bro.
That's what your life dream is, huh?
Be
rich.
That's all our life dreams.
Married.
Not 23-year-old, but I still want to have sex with my wife at 53.
No, but he said a 23-year-old.
I mean,
That's my life.
Your wife's not going to be 23 when you 53.
I know that. I'm not impressed that it's a 23-year-old. I'm impressed with the ability to still have sex.
I'm impressed by
I don't care about the 23-year-old.
He's just going to college bars like, y'all want to come home? They're like, yeah. Like, all right, let's go.
Yes, he drives up in a Maybach or whatever he's got, and yes, that's not that hard.
He did not sell his Ferrari. He needs to read that book.
I mean, that man jumps out in a Ferrari, Urban League. What's his name? He ain't that bad.
Urban Myers?
Whatever. He ain't that
Urban
bad
League.
looking of a guy. Like, he can go ahead and grab a little bar thought and throw in a Ferrari, like, illegally with consent, and take her.
Oh, you mean he's not going to hit her over there with a club?
And an NDA?
Whatever.
A Billy Club?
Yeah.
An NDA?
Y'all are out of control, though. Patriots at Dolphins, 10 a.m. Division games already.
Patriots 40, Dolphins 23.
Dolphins by
Mac
Dolphins
Jones
by
card?
$1 million.
Dolphins by 1 million.
Dolphins by $1 million.
Ha.
Mac Jones
The
cards
Patriots
through the
don't
roof.
ever win in Miami, even when they have Brady. They
Facts.
definitely not going to win now.
100% facts. I guarantee Patriots 40, Dolphins 23.
Don't forget.
I don't care.
What's his name?
Hill.
Matt, who does the list for us? He gonna keep track.
Keep track.
What's his name? Matt.
The homie Matt.
Yeah.
Few. So
Wait,
Dolphins kill
you got to
Patriots.
send my Mac Jones card off.
Well, you got to give it to me. There's no line on the game. I don't know why. Maybe there's speculation on who one of the quarterbacks might be out or a big player or something.
They're trying to trade Tua.
Yeah, right. Tua's gonna be fire this year.
Stop.
You got Tyreek. All you got to do is just hand Tyreek the ball. Here you go.
Stop it.
Go score a touchdown. Most unguardable player in the NFL.
Thank you. Tua's not strong enough.
All right.
Yeah, can't throw the ball that far.
Steelers at Bengals. Bengals favored by 6.5. I have no idea why they're favored by that much.
Steelers.
Because the Steelers don't know who their quarterback is.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
Trubisky.
do.
They named him
Trubisky.
yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't really know.
Ain't no planet the Bengals should be favored by an entire touchdown over the Steelers.
What are you talking about? They went to the Super Bowl.
Steelers. Damn.
Smith.
They
Stop.
won every
They
game
were
in the
9 and
playoffs
7.
by like
All right.
2 points, 1 point, 3-point field goal. Yes,
Like,
relax.
that was awesome. I enjoyed it, but let's stop. They were
Joe
9 and
Burrow
7.
is fire. I'm not saying Joe Burrow's not fire.
And Joe
Their
Burrow
defense
just
is
had
whack.
his-
Their offensive line is whack.
They're the best team in the
def-
NFC North.
Steelers defense might be one of the top 5 defenses in the
For
league.
AFC North.
Still
They're the
a
best team in the
high.
AFC North.
That was by default. All right.
They're going to beat the Browns' ass. They're going to beat the
Bengals don't even get in
Ravens'
the
ass?
playoffs this year.
You right, 100%.
They're going to win the division.
Stop it.
Who's going
right.
to win that division?
I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers won the division.
No, Ravens.
Ravens
Oh,
not winning
yeah,
that division.
Ravens too.
Too much turmoil.
What's
Nah.
the turmoil?
They won't even give Lamar a fucking
He ain't
extension.
even asked. He's the agent.
Man, what?
He hasn't even asked yet.
Lamar might be MVP again. Huh?
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, you might.
Nah. I don't even know who the wide receiver is. Who's the number 1 receiver?
It doesn't matter.
Steve Smith Jr.?
Well, it does matter.
They traded OG Man to Cardinals.
Hollywood Brown. OG man.
They got one of the best
Cardinals-
tight ends in the league. That's all that
Cardinals
matters.
receivers are
Yeah.
stacked.
Huh?
Cardinals are stacked at receiver.
Man.
They are.
They got a lot of people that we don't know about. We're not
Hollywood
sure
Brown
about.
is
Stop,
good.
Stop,
And-
stop,
and
stop,
Hopkins.
stop,
What are you
stop,
talking
stop.
about?
Hopkins, yes.
Free
Hollywood
D-Hop.
Brown, we're not going to do that yet. We're not going to do that about Hollywood Brown yet. We're going to see. We're going to
No,
see.
we don't need to see. He's been in the league 3 or 4 years already.
Stop. We haven't got a full scope of what he's capable of doing
the
playing with
Raven-
Lamar Jackson.
The Ravens'
Not
offense
yet.
is not designed to throw the ball to Hollywood
Exactly.
Brown.
So let's see what happens.
So
we'll see.
So the Cardinals' offense is designed to throw
All
it
right,
to him.
we'll see.
D-Hop be in my gym all the time since he got suspended.
Doing what?
Oh, we ice bath, sit in the sauna.
What kind of gym you go
Bengals
to?
might win
Lifetime.
this game. Steelers +7 is the easiest bet of
The
all
new
time.
Lifetime.
And if I'm wrong, I'll come in here and
Who you
admit it
picking to
next
win
week.
that?
I'm probably picking Bengals because I like Burrow, but Steelers
Burrow
will
was
cover
hurt.
the 7.
Bro just had his, appendix taken out?
Yeah, but that was like a month ago.
Yeah, but it don't just heal just like
It-
that.
That
Hannah went back out
he
there
didn't
throwing.
have
If
it taken
it was
out, it
questionable,
fucking
it wouldn't have a
burst.
line on the game. He's obviously playing.
He didn't have it taken out. It burst.
It burst?
I think so. It burst, right?
I don't know.
I think it burst.
Appendicitis just means it's inflamed.
No,
You
but I
still
think
gotta
his
get it
burst.
removed or fixed or
He
whatever.
took that Super Bowl loss hard.
Yeah,
Ravens-
you got to come to that new Lifetime with me sometime.
There's a new
Ra-
one.
The Biltmore.
Ravens.
I didn't. Oh yeah, you're right. There's a new one.
Man,
over
if
there.
y'all don't relax, Ravens -7 at Jets. Ravens by 7,000 million points.
Yeah.
I mean, you have no choice.
Because what's his name's hurt?
Who?
Wilson,
Rylan
Thrillson,
Edwards?
Zach
Yeah.
Thrillson.
Whatever his
He
name
can't even
is.
smash, I heard.
That shouldn't be funny, but it is.
I'm gonna
All weekend at the
go-
car show, any little kid that came up with a Jets jersey, I'd be like, oh, you the MILF hunter, eh? A fan of the MILF hunter? All them kids love Zach Wilson, bro.
Zach Wilson is lame.
Zach Wilson is a legend, I think you meant.
Stop.
He might be, well, I was going to say something that's mean. but-
Zach Wilson is a lame right now until the Jets get to 500.
You mean just a lame quarterback?
He's just lame.
Well, he's not a
man.
lame for smashing that lady because that was.
I don't even care
That
about
was
that,
dope.
man. What you do in Utah stays in Utah. Nobody care about what he did in Utah. Like, top by a cousin. Nobody got no time for what Zach Edwards, whatever his name is, doing.
Saints -5.5 at Falcons.
And I picked Ravens, by the way. Saints and Falcons.
Ravens by 1 million.
Falcons by a touchdown.
I don't think Falcons are going to be able to
Who is the
score.
Falcons quarterback?
Marcus
Mariota.
Mariota?
I don't think the
Ooh.
Falcons are going to be able to score on the Saints.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm going to
Because
take.
Mariota stinks. I mean,
I
he
think-
doesn't stink,
Stop.
but like.
Don't do that.
I think
No,
Winston.
you don't do that.
I think Winston's going to eat that W.
He doesn't stink. He's a good, like, change of pace QB, like the Raiders, like John Gruden should have used him as, but as an overall starting QB the whole game, nah, he can't do
I
it.
take it back. Saints.
Yeah, Saints
Yeah.
win.
I got Saints.
Eat
I
that
take it back.
W.
One of the dumbest quotes of all
One
time.
of the funniest videos.
It
of
is,
all
but it's also
time.
one of the dumbest quotes. Like, what was he talking about? Everything with Jameis is like funny
It's
and over the
so
top.
funny.
He's a moron, bro. Like an actual
Or
moron.
he's the smartest person in
Or
the history of
smartest
Earth.
person of all
I
time.
mean, him and Kanye transcended life. Apparently, either that or they're both just incredible morons. One or
his
the other.
drills are hilarious.
Oh,
Eating
yeah.
that W is hilarious. Stealing lobster legs is that hilarious. Like, or crab legs. Like, just out of all the things you could steal, like crab legs.
Who stole donuts? The Seattle wide receiver. Crabtree?
No, he also played for the Lions too.
Not Lockett.
The Notre Dame man.
The other guy, not Tyus Edney. What's his name?
Tyus Edney.
Short dude.
Yeah, I know you
Had
talking
great
about.
hands.
Notre
Ran
Dame
great
man.
routes. I can't think of his name. I liked him. He was
Was it
good.
Crabtree?
No,
No, he was
Crabtree never played for Seattle.
and then he went to Giants, didn't he?
Maybe.
He went to Giants last year and got into that fist fight with Ramsey because like their brother-in-laws or something like that.
Not Hines Ward. What's
I can't think of his name.
on his name start with a H?
Dang it! Why
Maybe
can't I
not.
think
I
about
don't
it?
know.
What else you got?
Somebody will think of it. First afternoon game is Chiefs at Cardinals. Chiefs favored by 6.
Chiefs by 5 touchdowns.
Ooh wee.
Chiefs
Wee.
at Cardinals.
I'm picking Cardinals to win. Cardinals.
Huh?
Last year they played. They always start hot. Last year they went to
Ain't
Tennessee
gonna
first
start that
week.
hot.
They won by Tennessee
is
by
one
about
thing.
30.
Tennessee is one
Don't
thing.
act like
And they
Tennessee.
took that-
Tennessee was in the AFC Championship game 2 years ago.
Yes, Tennessee is always in something.
Yes,
all
we
right.
we didn't.
And their defense was
we expected
terrible
Tennessee
last
to be
year.
good going into that game.
We
That's my
talked
point.
about Tennessee defense last year. Tennessee defense last year was embarrassing.
Okay, Chiefs defense without Honey Badger is embarrassing.
And they took that study clause out of Kyler's contract.
Fam, Mahomes has no receivers no more. The fact that you don't pay Tyreek is one of the worst decisions in sports history. Bar none. Chiefs
Unless
got
they
worse.
know something that we don't know.
Nah.
Unless they know something we don't know.
Nah. I'm going Cardinals win.
Cool.
Outright.
Cool.
I think.
And I Saints on the last game.
I
don't know if
think.
said
What's
that or
his
not.
name? Is like.
Saints beat Falcons by
What's his
7
name?
touchdowns.
I think Tyreek Hill is 4 months away from being Antonio Brown.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Just going
I'm
crazy
not.
on the
I
field?
wouldn't even. I don't disagree. He just be saying stuff
Yeah.
now.
He's
weird
like 4 months
person,
away
bro.
from being Antonio Brown.
Like,
He
I
does-
don't understand what his
He does say
problem
stupid
is.
stuff. He has no. Why would you disrespect Mahomes? That was dumb.
He's
Like,
just doing dumb stuff. Like, he legit got a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Went to the Super Bowl twice with the Chiefs. Won one. And you go to Miami and start talking crazy. He may not get to the playoffs ever again. That's facts. If you're on Miami, you may not get to the playoff again. And you're going to go there and start talking crazy?
Single-handedly get him to the playoffs.
Stop it. A wide receiver has never single-handedly there's only been one wide receiver that single-handedly got
his name
somebody.
is Debo.
No. No.
Yeah, Debo.
Well, yes and
Yes,
no.
well,
But I
yes.
would say Terrell
Exactly.
Owens. Terrell Owens single-handedly
And-
got the Eagles through it.
and Debo.
And Debo. Fine, I'll give you Debo.
The Eagles. They had Don McNabb.
Stop. Down Matt could not get over that hump without T.O. T.O. came there, bombs, missiles.
Don McNabb went to like 4 NFC Championship games.
I said the Super Bowl. And then he broke his leg the second to last game of the season and came back and played in the Super Bowl.
Lost.
Terrell Owens is one of the greatest football players and athletes of all time. He broke his leg.
Did y'all
Off
even
a
pick
horse
the
collar.
the winner for this game? We know you picking Chiefs.
Chiefs.
No, I think.
No,
I
me.
think-
You love the Chiefs. I don't know why you picking the Cardinals today.
No. I like the Chiefs when they had Tyreek. It's different.
Fam, stop
You
with the
can't
Tyreek
give-
stuff.
What am I stopping? The fact that he can't be covered? True. Green check mark.
Facts. As of right now, yes. We don't know yet. And not being covered and can't get the ball to you, it don't mean nothing. He could run as fast as he want in Miami. If Tua don't get that ball out there, it don't matter.
Run as fast
He
as he
could run
want.
as fast because guess what?
Damn.
When he run that route and Tua
Wide
don't get
open.
that rock to him, what he gonna be do? Heat it. Guess who gonna start acting like? Antonio Brown.
Okay, what?
Guaranteed.
Okay, now I already said if I'm wrong, I'm gonna come on the show and say it. Now, what are you gonna say?
Wrong about what? That's fine.
Chiefs.
You're not wrong. It's just
No.
we're talking about the Dolphins here.
No, I know. No. Earlier, I said if I'm wrong about that number in that game, well, I don't even remember what game it was.
said-
Steelers Bengals. Steelers Bengals. If I'm wrong about that, I'll come say it. If you wrong, you better say it.
Yes, if the Cardinals beat the Chiefs, I'll come on here and say I was wrong.
No, not that
Oh,
one.
sorry, Patriots-
Tyreek and Miami.
Patriots, Miami.
If Tyreek and Tua is fired, you better admit it. Giants at Titans. Titans favored by 5.5 at home.
Titans. They're my second favorite NFL team.
No, Browns.
Based on what? No, the
Tennessee.
Browns are.
Carolina Panthers and Browns are 1A and 1B.
Tennessee.
Stop it, man.
Who's going Tennessee and who?
Tennessee's beating the Giants. The Giants stink. Fam, come on.
They just need a
Only
quarterback.
thing helping the
Titans,
Giants is they got
hold
rid
on.
of that coach finally.
But guess what? Titans start slow too a lot of times too.
They
and
do. I
pick
just
it
said
up.
that. They lost to the Cardinals at home.
I
But,
go-
but the Giants ain't the Cardinals. They don't got Kyler and D-Hop and everybody else.
I'm gonna go Giants.
No, you ain't.
I'm going Giants.
Titans win by 7 touchdowns.
Giants win by 3 in OT.
You smoking, no?
Who you picking? Titans.
Titans. Second
What else?
favorite team.
What else?
Packers favored by 2 at Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings.
Yep.
Packers.
Yep, Vikings. Aaron Rodgers was so bad in week 1 last year. Everybody was thinking, was he done? I think they lost like 49-7.
And then he did ayahuasca, and now he's fucking good.
Yeah, you're right, but not at week 1.
Fam.
Week 1.
That was
Bad.
good.
Rest good.
They
Next week, I'll
got
pick Green Bay.
Lazard, Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb.
He might be out.
Who?
Lazard might be. I think I saw
I
that.
think Sammy Watkins might be hurt too already.
Last game of the afternoon slot, Raiders at Chargers. Chargers favored by 3.5.
Raiders.
I'm going Raiders, and
Raiders are going to the Super Bowl.
I got Raiders. I got Raiders Super Bowl too. Hopefully as well. I mean, I picked
Raiders
hold
are
on.
going to the
I
Super
said-
Bowl.
Hold on, I got Niners, Chiefs again in the Super Bowl, but Raiders is my backup team for that. The Raiders are going to be scary good, and I don't care if they end up losing a lot more, more games than they probably should. You're not going to want to play them. They're going to be. They're going to pick it up. They're going to figure it out. I mean, goodness, they have weapons all over the place. Adams, Waller, Winthrow. Like, come on, man. That team is good
If
already. And they
Raiders
should
go
have
to
beat the
the-
Bengals in that playoff game.
If Raiders go to the Super Bowl, I'm buying a Chandler Jones jersey.
Man, you're doing a lot of things that don't got nothing to do with Cleveland, bro.
I'm done with Cleveland.
Like, you're going to have to relax.
I'm done with Cleveland.
All right. Look, I got Raiders, but I got that game going to overtime. That game is going to be a great
Well, every Chargers game
Wait,
goes to overtime.
It does.
So
In
that's why
Vegas?
I
I
was
was gonna say that.
It's in Vegas?
Fam, at the car show, everybody talking about Justin Herbert cars. I say, even if the Chargers make the Super Bowl, they're gonna lose on like a botched field goal
It'd be
snap.
something crazy.
That's
Always a
facts.
football. It's always gonna be.
They're
something
never
like
gonna win a
that.
Super Bowl, even if Justin Herbert's fired, because they're always gonna lose at the end.
Oh, did you guys see they changed the overtime rule for the playoffs?
Yeah, but what is it
Oh,
again?
you each
Both teams get the ball
You get
now?
the ball, but is that
Regardless?
But it's only playoffs though, isn't it?
Only playoffs, yeah.
Only playoffs. They changed that entire rule just for one game. All the other games was nothing like that. Just
Wait,
that one game.
I'm gonna
was
do
like
something
that.
Unprecedented. New era, Raiders win.
Is that
You
is
know
that
I
game in
wouldn't
Vegas?
normally do that. No, it's in L.A.
Have you been to the Vegas
But
Stadium
it doesn't
yet?
matter. In L.A., that's a Raider home game anyways.
Yeah.
I know Charger fans gonna be there.
But have you been to the Vegas Stadium?
Nah, it's too expensive.
We should do that. One weekend we should go to Vegas to go to a game.
Hannah was like, like in 5 years.
Either
when
the Panthers or the Cowboys.
When the tickets are affordable in about 5 years, I'll go. I'm not
never
paying,
be affordable.
I'm not paying, fam. I'm not paying like $600 or $500 or whatever to go see a whack game. Well, impossible.
Before that company, my homie was doing his thing with, obviously selling Budweiser and stuff like that. We were sitting like pretty close to the roof in Cowboy Stadium, and we were playing about $500 to $700. Once we started, at another company paying for our tickets to go to the Cowboys, those tickets were close to $1,800 a ticket, and we still weren't that. We were close. Don't get me wrong, but we were still like corner end zone or something like that. We won 50-yard line, and we weren't on. Insane, all right? Raiders tickets will never go down. No football tickets will ever go down.
They might.
Every single team in this league is worth going to watch. Every single one.
It is, but the point is,
Except the Vikings.
The novelty
And
price
Texans.
will wear off a little bit over the first couple years. It will. That's just how it works.
I don't know if novelty can wear off with a Vegas team. Like, you're a Vegas team.
Well, the prices of the hockey team have already gone down, and they're still good every year. So the novelty price of the last year was
That's
the first
different.
year. The prices were
Hockey.
insane. It wasn't even worth going.
It's a hockey, though.
Yeah, but they love hockey there now.
I mean, they love winners. Like, love hockey and love winning is
I
two
don't
different
know.
things.
Everyone
And especially
loves
when a
winners. I
team
don't
like
know
that,
about that.
for whatever reason, skyrocket immediately.
Yeah, it made no
they
sense.
didn't even build their way up. They just went immediately straight to the championship.
Why don't you just get season tickets to the Raiders and then just
Why? Then I got to go to Vegas every other weekend.
because you could sell the games that you
You can
go
do
like
that
2
here with the
games.
Cardinals.
You could also sell.
But then you would have Raiders tickets. You're a Raiders fan.
Yeah, but you got to make the money to be able to just go to the 4 games or whatever you want to go to.
But you would.
I don't think so. It depends on the schedule. Like if the Patriots came in there, yeah, you would make it. If Green Bay came, yeah. But if you getting Chiefs fans ain't paying to go in there, Broncos fans ain't paying to go in there. That's half and Charger fans definitely ain't paying. That's half your schedule already.
I mean, if you're any of those fans, you got to be willing to get beat up in the possibility as well.
You got to in order to buy.
I don't think it's like
tickets-
that in Vegas though.
I don't
Is
think
it?
so either. Is it like that in Vegas?
Is what?
No.
Fighting?
Raider Nation.
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't seen a Raider
I
fight
have
in a
no
while.
idea.
I haven't seen a Raider
Never
fight since
been
they went
there.
to Vegas.
I don't even think Raiders fans go to Raiders games.
Yeah, they do. Vegas has a weird fan base where they just adopt teams no matter who it is. That fan base for that hockey team is crazy. You go to any casino there.
But they're not like real
everybody-
Raiders fans.
I mean, they're not like Oakland Raider fans.
Well, I mean, I don't think you could have a real fan if
They're
you never
still
had a sports
fans,
team. The only sports team they've had long enough is they had a WNBA team before anything. Like, I mean, as long as you get a team, they're gonna root for them. I mean, it is what it is.
WNBA.
And you can go to the Raiders game and sell sports cards, huh? Like season tickets.
Bro, that
for the booth.
WNBA highlight reel I sent you, bro.
All right, we're not gonna end this podcast being sexist. All right,
That's not it. There's more.
dang, what's up? What else is next?
We still got Sunday night football and Monday night. Hold on a second.
Damn, let's go home. Look. I got a long drive. This studio was a lot farther from the freeway.
It's further from the freeway, but it's not necessarily.
What are you
further
talking about? You
from
just going
your
to 51 right here.
Which way's closer, going to the 51 or going to the 10?
Go to the 51 and then it
Yeah, but
connects you to the
you're
10.
thinking about going to that part of the 51. You can actually get there a little bit.
Yeah, right here.
A little bit closer at
Bethany.
Oh, yeah, but I got to get on 51 to the 10 then. I might as well just go straight down and get to the 10.
the 51.
No, it's quicker.
Takes
Take
you
the
straight
Bethany to the
10. What are
50,
you talking
Bethany to 51 and then up.
about? Or you could drive that way and go to the 17.
Lame.
Just get on the street so you get to the 17.
All right, what's the game so we can go home? So I can pick an option.
Sunday
So I
night
can pick a way
football
home.
is Bucks at Cowboys. Bucks favored by 2.5.
I'm going to take the Cowboys. I don't think the Bucks are going to be that good this year.
I mean, Tom Brady's playing. They're going to be Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's having marital issues.
Well, he's having something, or he's just making stories up. But I'm picking Bucks just
Yeah,
because of Tom Brady.
it's the Bucks. Stop.
Monday Night Football, wackest game of the week, or one of the wackest games of the week. Broncos at Seahawks. Broncos favored by a touchdown. Broncos stink. Russell Wilson's career is over, so I have no idea what this is all about, but okay.
Oh, Broncos beat the Seahawks by 40.
Seahawks don't even have a quarterback.
40. They have Geno Smith.
I was almost a Seahawks fan.
Broncos.
No, you
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Broncos win by 40.
Well, if he went to the Seahawks.
Yeah, it was almost
It'll be Broncos 38, Seahawks 0. They're not scoring at all. Period.
I don't think either team's going to score.
Anyways.
I'm picking Seahawks.
You smoking.
Seahawks win.
You are smoking.
All right, y'all got anything else? You coming back once a month, Simple?
Once a month.
Broncos stink,
All right.
bro. Period.
That's a sneak this.
Man, stop. Like,
Stink.
relax.
They suck. Russell Wilson's career is over.
You're out of your
Yeah,
mind,
one
bro.
bad year and you like over.
One bad year,
Yeah,
bro.
but he's old.
He's
though,
got one of the
too.
baddest girls on the planet.
Fair.
He's the nicest person in the world.
What does
Great,
that got to do
He's
with
the
it?
nicest person in the world.
Nicest person in the world we already talked about, and he's in prison. So, so let's just end that right there.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Yeah, one of the corniest
Broncos
things
country.
in
Let's
history.
ride. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country.
Bro, if that shit doesn't get you fired up, you see, you have no pulse.
Fact. They're going to play it on that big screen, too, and that horse going to come bucking.
Yeah.
That
Bro, if that shit doesn't fire you up.
Broncos country. Let's
I
ride.
don't know. Maybe you was a psychopath, I guess.
You are two of the weirdest people in the
Steve,
entire
that water
galaxy,
come running out,
just so you
top of
guys
the
know.
Dude, look at this. Look at this. Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
I got fucking goosebumps just thinking about it.
Let's ride. Let's ride. All right. Anything else?
That's the thing. This.
Bow, 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 bow. Let's go home.